What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Kessel Run Transmissions. My name is Noah Outlaw. I'm one of your hosts, as always, and I'm here with Corey Van Dyke. What's up, man?
Dude, I am continuously on cloud 9 every single week of season 2 of The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I can't even express, I will express during this episode just how amazing this journey of season 2 has been, and how much I feel like Star Wars has returned to its full form.
Mm-hmm.
I am mourning for Baby Grogu right now, though.
Yeah, Baby Grogu is in the hands of Moff Gideon, but Ross,
you're making so much unnecessary.
Yeah,
sit down.
What you got there,
man?
buddy?
I'm trying. Okay, the jetpack fell off, the stand collapsed, but like, it's a good night. It's been a really great time. I'm standing here with my child and my other child, and we're just having a really good night here. I've only had 1 hour of sleep in the last 48 hours, and now this happened, and like, I don't know what's real anymore. It's really great.
Yeah, man. It's obviously, I think we all are in agreement that this episode was killer.
Yeah.
This was killer, not filler, as I like to say. But obviously, few things happen.
Right
and guys, here in a little bit, we're gonna invite some of the viewers into the stream. We'll put the StreamYard link into the
also,
chat.
In case you guys don't know, I'm working on the reaction too right now.
So Corey,
I'm actually almost done with it, so I'll be able to be a lot more talkative in this episode.
Yeah.
But sorry.
Yeah. So, but here in a little bit, we're gonna open it up to viewers. So, but before we get it, we're gonna kind of go over the episode. Also, somebody asked it. Claire's here. Claire will be here in a little bit. She is currently still watching the episode. So, she after that she will pop in here. But okay, let's kind of go over what happens in this episode, right? So. I was shocked that we were going to Tython so soon.
Yeah.
Because like the thumbnail for this episode had Cara Dune in it, and I went, oh no, okay, it's gonna be a thing where he goes to Navarro first, and then we're gonna go to Tython in the next episode. Not the case. We open up, boom, we're going to Tython. Ross, were you shocked about how quick we were going to Tython?
Listen, man. Just listen to the Darth Bane audiobook where apparently Tython actually debuted in 2006.
Wow. And
I vaguely remember Darth Bane having a tough time getting there. And it kind of sucks that wasn't translated. But I also understand why it wasn't, because it's like, do you really want a whole episode where like Mando is just like struggling to survive in space getting there? I mean, like, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but also I don't really care, to be honest. What I do kind of care a bit more about is how what we did see of Tython was like a little, underwhelming. I hope, in future Star Wars stuff, we'll see more interesting parts of the planet.
Yeah.
But that's all.
Hey, Ross.
Yeah.
Can you sit down?
Please sit down.
But I'm holding my children.
I feel guilty for sitting down, that you're not sitting.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Sit down.
So we can get a good look at your face.
Sit down, Ross.
Yeah, no, seriously. Also, Steele, I saw you in the chat. I just sent you a link on Twitter, buddy. So we get there fast. They go find this what was it called? Vision Rock or something like that.
Yeah.
And I love,
dude, it was Luke Skywalker 5G.
It
was Jedi Wi-Fi.
Jedi Wi-Fi, exactly. And then like he's kind of having a tough time, but then all of a sudden my boy starts hitting it. My boy's hitting it. Yeah. He's looking good. He's doing the thing where he touches his fingers and he's tapping into the Force there on that Vision Rock. Ross, so me and Corey kind of talked about it in our reaction after the episode. Do you think he actually reached out to a Jedi, or do you think I personally don't think he was communicating with a Jedi, but I think a Jedi felt his presence, and also I think he was just going over his like the paths in front of him. If he trains, if he doesn't train, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think, those are very fair assumptions to make. I also think this is a bit more where my head was at with it. Because first of all, he was on that platform doing that for a while, most of the episode. I mean, so I think that was more than enough time for Luke to detect it, for Ezra to detect it if he's out there, and also enough time for Baby Yoda to sense what's going on around him and then communicate that to whoever he's speaking to through the Force.
Right. Yeah.
So then that maybe Ahsoka winds up picking up on Grogu saying that they're under attack, and then maybe that's how Ahsoka gets involved again for the season for the finale, and that's a possibility. I think the possibilities that can come out of how long he was on that platform doing that are pretty limitless.
Yeah. Steele, what's up, man?
Hey, Steele. Can I just say, Steele, that you need to unmute yourself again?
I haven't started talking yet, buddy.
Oh, well, here we go.
Well, I hear what's going on, man?
We literally did a show, Steele and I, a couple hours beforehand, where I think we predicted everything in this episode.
Really?
Genuinely.
Yeah.
That was, hey, who would have guessed that Boba Fett was underrated?
Right. Honestly, so I've been one of those guys that says Boba Fett's super overrated. I think he's a super overrated character. Not anymore. I think this definitely redeemed Boba Fett in my eyes. He's fine. Well, we finally got to see him really do what he's always we thought he did. You know what I mean? So
I say we didn't, because I always thought, well, we did at the end with the suit, but seeing him battle just in the Tusken Raider outfit was it was so rad to see that he's just so much more than the suit.
Right.
Yeah.
And those shots of the stormtrooper masks getting smashed and stuff.
Yeah.
That was pretty graphic.
Well, he was stabbing him. He's impaling him. He's going crazy on him, and I love that. I thought it was awesome. Also, Steele, gotta ask, Finnick, what's up? I said
so fast. Finnick.
I said multiple times right when she showed up. I went, I said not so fast, Finnick. When she's running down the cliff, I went, not so fast, Finnick. How were you hoping for a Toro appearance?
Robot tummies for everyone, I reckon. Hand out the robo tummies to everyone on Tatooine.
Yep.
But how about this? That all this was set up in Chapter 5, The Gunslinger, starring Toro Calican. But just the weaving of putting those two characters together at the end of that episode in a mysterious way. We didn't know who one of them was until crazy people like Hawes listened to the sound effects. And then we didn't know whether Fennec Shan was, dead or alive.
Yeah.
To put that in place, and then over, the next season, that's this robot tummied payoff.
Right.
That's this show is just so rewarding to watch.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's one thing I'll say, and I said this last week too, is again, it's the whole idea of Star Wars embracing everything. It's embracing the prequels, it's embracing the original trilogy, the sequel trilogy, the Clone Wars, Rebels. It's literally the comics, the books. It's taking everything and giving us something every week to literally just geek out about. The fan service is perfect. And this is what Star Wars should be. It should be integrating characters we are already familiar with, while creating new ones like Din Djarin and all these other new characters. And I this is what I was always hoping for with Star Wars, that Star Wars could get to this point. And I feel like we finally arrived there, and Boba Fett, last week, this whole season has been a huge look at what Star Wars has become.
Right.
Yeah.
So and so we're going when Steele joined it, we were kind of just going through the episode beat by beat. So baby Grogu, that's what I call him. Grogu.
That is baby Grogu.
Is baby Grogu.
Wait. Can we just hold up for a second? I'm very worked up. I think everyone is.
Yeah.
Hawes texted me. He goes, I'm shaking.
Yeah.
No, that I believe.
Now, there's nothing I find more soothing than hearing Corey say baby Grogu. So can you just let's just calm us all down with a few baby Grogus.
Take a deep breath.
Baby Grogu.
Baby Grogu.
Baby Grogu has been kidnapped.
Baby Grogu has been kidnapped. See, that's not calming. You ruined it.
Yeah.
You ruined it.
All right, move on. Sorry.
So baby Grogu. is doing his thing, and also I love how Din was like sees one ship come into the orbit, and then like he's just like, "Hey, buddy, you got to stop. We came here for you to do this one thing, but snap out of it." And it's like that's not how the Force works, bro. It's not. You can't just be like, "Nope." And he's trying to. I love that field, that force field that they had for the Force, the force field. Ooh, look at that! I thought it was so cool, and also I really can't wait to find out what Grogu was seeing. Right,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Or who he was communicating with, possibly. Then the good old Slave One comes flying in, which that probably got one of the biggest reactions from us.
Oh,
in our
my
reaction.
God.
It was huge. It was a huge moment for us because, wow.
It was easily one of the highlights of the episode because you knew at that moment, the moment the Slave One came in, you knew what was happening. You knew this meant Boba was coming back. What's so funny?
This is literally our right when the Slave One came on screen. This was us.
I just want to know at what point during the episode did Ross go get his Slave One to hug?
Yeah, right.
I watched this the whole time. You just haven't noticed.
He watches every episode with it, just waiting.
Yeah, he's with it.
This is my child, especially tonight.
Today's your day.
I finally adopted it tonight. It's kind of an orphan off to the side on my shelf, but tonight it's front and center.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize how like I would fan out at seeing that. Like it seemed like the craziest fan film ever.
Yeah.
or like some crazy comic that it was just such a Star Wars.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. It's like one thing that I had talked about a lot with Ross, and I'm sure I said it on the show a couple times, was this like dream idea of Boba and Din Djarin teaming up, and I'm like, do we get a world where that happens? Like, do we actually get a world where that happens? Will they actually do it? And literally, like the minute Slave One touchdown, I'm like, oh, that world's about to like happen right now.
Yeah.
And it's just like Tamora Morrison is Boba Fett. It's just
it was crazy seeing him, no helmet, no armor, just being Boba Fett. It was just the voice was so good.
Oh, what about when he saw the armor through in the Razor Crest? And you were just like, oh, he's suiting up.
We know what's going on. And so he comes out and he starts talking to Boba. Still, well, first off, he looks frightening. He's obviously scarred up from being in that Sarlacc for a little bit, but. Still, what was your reaction to the line? He's just a simple man making my way in the galaxy like my father before me. Isn't that the best?
Star Wars reference. I've seen the film. I remember the line. I'm having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Big pop. Loved it.
Yeah.
I just can't believe like they just added to Boba Fett. Tamira added to the character and I love how at the end they're honor bound to like keep like trying to go get baby Grogu, because that's the deal. Like I love stuff like that. Yeah, I'm fascinated though. Once they get him safe, like what happens then? Do you know what I mean? Is he out for himself again? But that like there's rumors of that Boba Fett series,
right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if that takes place between seasons, say like 2 and 3, like oof.
What if this is just something I thought about, but let's not forget, huge bounty on Baby Yoda's head, right?
Yeah.
Which I guess they already have him, so I guess that doesn't matter. But I guess that doesn't matter because I was about to say, what if Boba and Fennec kind of at the end of it turn on?
No, here's the thing.
You don't get the bounty if you steal it off the people.
Right. That's what I was like, I guess Moff Gideon already has them, so I guess that doesn't make any sense.
One thing I had predicted actually before the season started was I was like, there's going to be a point where maybe Boba has to help Din get Baby Grogu back, and I said like, I bet he's going to understand how much that's probably upsetting Grogu, right? Because like when he was a kid, losing Jango affected him. That moment where you just see him looking at Din, I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
He gets it. You could tell.
Yeah.
Which is an incredible moment.
Yeah.
Honestly, one of the best moments of the whole episode was Boba looking at Din as he's like going through the all this.
Yeah, definitely. And
what comic is it where they show Boba Fett like getting the armor off the headless Jango Fett corpse. What comic book is that?
I don't think they did.
Is that
Never heard of such
I
a
don't
comic.
recall. Yeah, I do not recall that.
It's too late for you guys. It's
so listen. Also, a little thick. We got a little thick Boba Fett.
Yeah,
nowadays.
but hey,
hey,
you know,
hey,
let the
you're
man live a little,
You're
huh?
preaching to the choir, buddy. Hey, I'm
Tamira
always down for
Morrison is
thick
more
boys in
fit
Star
than
Wars.
we could ever hope to be in our lives.
God,
No, seriously.
you're Boba shaming.
No, no. I'm always down. I actually liked it. I was like, oh, my boy, like, let's go, like, you know what I mean? And also, Fennec. So Fennec comes back, right? And like, kind of something I expected. I'm like, you don't get Ming-Na Wen just to die after 10 minutes of being on screen. So
you don't get Jake Carnival in for just one episode.
Yes, you do, because he can't act for dick. But the thing is, but anyway,
yes, you do.
but Fennec, you don't get Ming-Na Wen. And I know Ross. Were you pretty excited to see Fennec? Hey, can you sit down, buddy? We're doing a show. I don't know if you know.
Hey man, I'm grabbing my earphones. Okay. So listen, I was actually, even though I still to this day despise Chapter 5 and have not been able to bring myself to watch it since, that was one of the biggest disappointments walking out of Chapter 5, because I was like, all right, Steve, we get it. We get it. I was like, man, Ming-Na Wen is such a great actress, and it's like we really blew it here, because she was stone cold dead in the dirt, like in the sand. She was done. I was like, man, that's the end of Ming-Na Wen. That was it. 10 minutes of like some of the worst dialogue ever spoken in Star Wars since the prequels, and I was like, oh, that's that.
Your name will be legendary.
So having her back, man, like little like Westworld machinery in the tummy or not, is great. I'm so happy.
Calling it a fucking tummy. Oh my god, that's like I hate that word so much. Garrett said it during the reaction. It's just like, let's call it anything else. Abdomen, stomach. Like, I hate the word tummy.
Right. Tummy it is, everyone. Let's light up the chat.
We got a super chat real quick from James Waterman. Thought Boba Fett would be an antagonist this season. Glad that the rest of the season, Mando plus Boba has Fett pulling a run in on Gus Fring. What is life? That's true, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate it. Yeah. Also, that's who I was thinking about through this whole episode. I kept thinking about Haas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was talking to him on Twitter a little bit, but yeah, no, he's like Steele said. I figured he was probably shaking, like you said. Let's see. So
a lot of tummy talk in the chat, I gotta say.
Guys, please.
Let's go.
Oh my god, it was just spamming tummy.
Who is?
Everyone. Tum. Rim tum tummy. All right, fine, I guess.
Takes those tums, huh?
Yeah, let's talk about this. This is interesting. First off, let me get this stupid comment off the screen from OG fan when Star Wars was just Star Wars. What a name.
What a name indeed.
Bill Burr coming back.
Yeah.
We're skipping to Bill Burr?
Well, I'm just kind of hopping around.
Hold on. Producer.
I'm hopping around right now.
Producer. Come here.
You want to talk about Bill Burr?
Yes.
Bill Burr.
Producer here is a big fan of Bill Burr.
Bill Burr and Mayfield.
Like freaked out as much as we did when we saw Boba. When we saw Bill Burr.
Let me take your little thing right here. Hey, what's going on, everyone?
Hey, Jeffrey.
Hey, Gundy, how you doing? Ross, I was talking to you earlier. Great episode. You know, a little short, but the pacing is great. Bill Burr was, seeing Bill Burr was the best part about it, because I had no idea he was coming back this season. Knowing that he is, I'm quite excited for the future of this series, really.
Because Bill Burr,
because he's going to be
the houses to live in and not know that Bill Burr's not coming back this season. What is going on? You need to leak some Star Wars into.
Imagine this. Imagine Bill Burr and coming back as Mayfield, but also teaming up with Toro Calican.
Oh,
now that's a spinoff I would like to see.
All right. I'm gonna get Steele going crazy.
I'm beginning to warm up to him.
Steele says he's beginning to warm up to you.
Thank you, Yoko.
Baby Yoko.
Yoko.
I didn't mean to skip around. But the thing is, we talked about this a minute, but like, God, I just love seeing the Stormtrooper armor shatter. Like, that's one thing that's like the first time we saw it actually in Force Awakens a little bit, like when like that shot where Han shoots one of them, or Chewie does, and he like hits the wall and shatters. But this one makes it extremely graphic. Like
we got a lot of that with the armor and at the end of season 1.
Yeah,
we did. Tearing apart stormtroopers and bashing them up. But the brutality was pretty crazy. I mean, definitely that was Robert Rodriguez's touch for the episode.
Oh yeah, Boba Fett was a relentless beating. I loved it.
Yeah, it was great.
I also thought that it was interesting that Garrett brought up that this episode felt short, because I was telling Corey this felt like it was 45 minutes. I don't know why. Maybe it's just sleep deprivation.
It went by so fast. And like, I'm not even saying that as a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if that's, the directing. I don't know if that's Robert Rodriguez, but Robert Rodriguez, he did a great job. I was, ever since I found out he was directing an episode of this season, I was extremely excited, because From Dusk Till Dawn is one of my favorite movies of all time. So
the cool thing they did, like, for Boba Fett, because in the 90s, Boba Fett was we didn't have much to do, so we just stared at pictures of Boba Fett, right, and tried to. There was like arrows pointing to all the different things, like they were knee darts and the firing jetpack. To see all that stuff get used, like to see the knee darts get used. It was just, I used to stare at this picture of Boba Fett with all the arrows, just because I had nothing else to do. There wasn't even an internet to look at, right? And so to see it happen, it was just like, oh, what is going on? It was, so many facets. And I'm like my favorite and the most bit I was into was the whole bit with baby Grogu, and like Din just trying to like break through that force field again and again. Just like it's just relentless, like, because that's his little son. Oh my god, I hate Moff Gideon.
Oh my god,
he's the fucking worst.
He is the worst.
We got a super chat though. Let me bring it up. Skywalker 501st. Thank you, super chat. $20. Thank you, man.
Oh, hey.
What an incredible episode to come out on my 18th birthday. Happy birthday,
man.
Wasn't a
Happy
hardcore
birthday,
Boba fan before, but I am now. I'm with you. That's how I felt. Thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. But I'm that's the thing. Like I even said on Kessel on radio on Wednesday, I was like, we talked about if maybe Boba would show up in this episode, and I was like, I just don't want him to, because I feel like he's just gonna bring it down.
Because he's just a fake fan.
I think I just was like, I don't want to go back to Tatooine, because I figured I'm actually interested. Like, I guess he just put a a tracking device, or he's just been following him from planet to planet for all we know. But I don't know. But I loved it. I loved him in this episode. He was great. It didn't bring it down. Absolutely loved it. Hey guys, we're gonna open up the stream, but we're gonna wait for Claire to get in here, because I don't want the stream to fill up before she can get in here, and she should be in here really soon. So, okay.
What about Ray? Oh, are you gonna go through it again? Sorry.
No, you're good. What are we gonna bring up?
Razor Crest. Like
Razor Crest, yes.
They just sold $10 million worth of Razor Crests.
Can you imagine all of us with a Lego Razor Crest, all the Razor Crest toys, everyone's holding?
That's true. All these fucking people who backed up that thing are like, what the hell? Like, what is going on? Yeah, I know. That's such a check. I mean, if that's Steele, I wish I had your clip that you made. That's a vibe check.
That is a vibe check.
That's a major vibe check. I'm majorly checked on.
Checked on right now.
Yeah, no, I'm super checked on. That was like that almost made me like, not tear up, but it almost was as bad as Baby Yoda getting captured.
You know what I envisioned, like, as that happened? Like, man, I wish I had the Lego one, because I'd throw it.
You know, Corey,
I think that
thing takes 4 hours to put together. So
no, Jay has one. We'll make a video where we do that.
I do not think our good friend Jay would allow us.
I think our good friend Jay could fuck off and let us make content. Honestly.
Well, okay.
Also, let's pick up. Let's talk about these guys for a sec. The Dark Troopers. What? They look fucking dope.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah,
they look so
I remember,
good.
Like as a kid having the figures for the Dark Troopers and seeing them like imagined in the Mandalorian, literally as mind blowing as everything else we've gotten.
Yeah,
like it's amazing. Steele, what do you think? See the Dark Troopers?
I I didn't like him that much. I thought the shot of him.
So moving
really close.
on, what do you think of the Dark Troopers, Ross?
Dude, I thought they looked brilliant. The design is perfect. The CG is incredible. I love how they move robotically, and they're similar to IG-11 in that way. They're unlike droid commandos or like any other number of advanced droid in Star Wars. They actually, I think, are more. I think droids are more menacing when they're robotic like that and move really stiff in that way. And so I thought it was really, really great. I thought that we were also going to see Boba Fett take those on and maybe like try to stop the Dark Troopers going up the mountain or something. But no doubt we're going to get that. That is on the way. They were incredible to see for the first time. I mean, this is just every Star Wars, like season 1, they were, Jon Favreau was saying how there's a bit of everything in here. And we're like, yeah, this is really cool. We got the pulse rifle, right, from the holiday special. That's kind of Legends, right, and little smaller things. Now we're just doing Dark Troopers and Boba Fett sharing the screen, and this is where we're at now, and it was shocking. It was incredible.
We got a super chat from Clone543, 25 euros. Thank you so much. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Just wanted to thank you for all the cool content and ask what you thought of Jango being made a foundling. This is something I did want to bring up, so thank you.
Yes.
I may have missed you talking about this. Clone543, thank you so much, because we actually have not. Steel, I see you clapping. Let's go to see what Steel has to say about that.
It always sort of bothered me how George Lucas said that, Boba and Jango weren't Mandalorians, and this sort of like retcon or additional information.
Yep.
Love it. And it also to bring it in that Boba Fett has and Jango Fett had that suit like through Mandalorian honor, and it wasn't just stolen or whatever. I think it was a good addition to Jango's legacy for sure.
I did too.
I love how you kind of can see the what's the word? Like the one thing about in the Clone Wars with like the Prime Minister Almec when she was talking to Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan talks to him about like when Death Watch starts rising up. He's like, I just encountered a Mandalorian named Jango Fett, and that's the first time where we got in canon where he goes, no, he's just a common bounty hunter or a common thug. He has nothing to do with Mandalorians, because of course you have those different sections of Mandalorians who probably don't.
He said he fought in the Mandalorian Civil War, so
right. You got those sections of
he can't be trusted. That
guy.
No,
what I'm saying is there's sections of Mandalorians who probably don't think that the foundlings are Mandalorian. They don't consider them to be Mandalorian. In this case, obviously, we know there's different sections of Mandos now, and so it makes sense. And I think that's very exciting, that lore we're getting with Jango Fett, knowing that he did that. Is really cool, and it'd be cool to see. Ross, you mentioned this to me earlier, a flashback and maybe the Boba Fett series of something like that.
Yeah. I love that we finally got clarity on the Jango stuff, because like you mentioned, like it's kind of been weird. Some people think he is, some people think he is an actual Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Find out he's a foundling, fought in the Mandalorian Civil War, which I think is so cool. I just love hearing Boba Fett talk about Jango Fett.
Oh my god,
that's just so cool.
I loved how Boba just straight up had like Star Wars canon just in his gauntlet. He's like, we just keep a record of this in my wrist for 25 years.
Right.
Yeah.
He should have showed his leg where it says like copyright Hasbro.
That's right. No, but he just straight up pulled up Wikipedia from his gauntlet. That was pretty great.
Yeah, I think one thing that made the episode for me was just hearing Tem's voice.
Yeah.
Because I just kept thinking like, oh my God, like that's the voice of all the clones. That's the voice of Jango, the voice of... It all just comes full circle, when you hear stuff like that.
Right.
And first off, his acting was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
It was very good.
He was very good. Also, one thing, Claire is in here. How are you?
I'm really good right now. How are you guys doing?
We are. Claire, tell us your thoughts on that episode.
Yeah,
just
thoughts on the episode.
Full screen, Claire. Let's.
Mm-hmm.
Full screen me. Great. It's 3 a.m. Let me fix this. Let me do whatever I need to do. That episode was me as a non-Boba Fett stan going, that is what Boba Fett is about.
Yes.
Oh man, I'm sitting here because I've been just kind of like he's the dude that like got poked and fell in the Sarlacc pit. Great tracker though, because and that's gonna really, really come in handy next couple of episodes. But yeah, that was exciting. That was literally that's what I wanted to see from Boba Fett in live action. And Tem, like I started crying when I saw his face because I love him and I wanted him to have the world and I wanted him to be a part of Star Wars again, and to see him put on freaking Mandalorian armor and get stuff done was really, really satisfying. Also, Ming-Na Wen, like the fact last season that she had like part of an episode to be in was just a shame because she's so incredible, and that team up is awesome. Awesome. Yeah. That being said, my heart is broken and my life is shattered. We have Iron Man troopers stealing Baby Yoda, and anyway, I got a lot of feels right now. I'm glad that we saw Moff Gideon. Not glad that we took.
He's a
Grogu.
dick though, and I hate him forever.
Oh, absolutely. I think in the reaction video that I just did, it was something along the lines of like, "I hate you, but damn, you look good in that cape, man. You really do." No, it was a different kind of episode. It wasn't me sobbing my eyes out, but it was incredible action. Freaking Robert Rodriguez, well done. And Boba Fett's back, baby.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I bought a Razor Crest yet? Because now it's gone.
Now it's gone. Yeah.
Hey. When that happened, I was like, oh, and
yeah, I know that was such a sad moment. But we have a couple super chats I want to get to. Ray Skywalker said, "I'm excited for this team up. Let's throw in Toro and pick up Jar Jar while we're at it, or everyone's favorite bounty hunter, Zuckus." Ray Skywalker, I love the name. Thank you for the super chat, but no, thank you.
I would love to see Dengar if he's still around.
Oh my
also,
goodness.
Corey, Clone543 says, "Corey, I hope you had a happy birthday.
Thanks,
amazing
buddy.
birthday."
I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, okay, where were we? Now that Claire's here, I'm going to put the link to the StreamYard if we all want to come on in.
I have to say, because I know we haven't talked about this yet, I 100% am now convinced. I am putting my ballot in. I'm convinced.
Don't say it.
Grogu, baby Grogu.
Yep.
Has absolutely communicated with Luke Skywalker. Absolutely has.
You said the thing.
Absolutely has. And I believe in the finale, we're going to get a shot of Luke Skywalker using the Force to save them.
I will say that, like, my reaction the second that he sat down, like the second that we started approaching Tython and saw the architecture around the stone, was I have literally played the beginning of Jedi Fallen Order and not a minute more. I have died from angry frogs many, many, many times. I'm not good at video games.
It's so hard. It's so hard.
Yes. But I'm gonna play it. It's gonna come. But that being said, we flew into that area and I'm like, this is so Jedi Fallen Order right now.
Yeah.
The aesthetics were very, very JFO from what I've seen, but I hope it's Luke Skywalker. I could see it being Cal.
Yeah. No,
I'm not ready to commit my heart to Ezra yet because that's hurtful. But
and I don't even think we'll see Ezra. We mentioned this the other night because I think he still is missing. I don't think Ezra will be a thing. So I think this really comes down to Luke and Cal.
Because I feel like anything with him, you're missing a huge bit of the story. The mission to go find him and stuff. So I don't think he's going to come back. But the bit at the end that just got me going, come on, next 2 episodes, cannot wait, is he's going through the Razor Crest, the wreckage, and he finds the knob.
Oh my god.
Oh my heart.
So that's his motivation. And then he finds the spear and that's his tool to get back. And it's he's got nothing else but the 2 things he needs to his inspiration and then his tool to take on Moff Gideon dude, I got the goosies.
Yeah. No,
so
all right, well, let's bring in our first viewer, Levi Bond. I'm trying to give people more of a heads up. What's up, Levi? I'm trying to give people more of a heads up because apparently last time people were not ready. What's up, Levi? How are you?
Yeah, I picked the right outfit for today.
Yeah, man.
Man.
Oh my god.
I am just. Well, before I get to the episode, because these days, Star Wars fandom is all over the place. Just want to give a quick, preface. Man, especially after the last episode, seeing Ahsoka, like being 10 years old, seeing that Clone Wars movie in 2008.
I thought you were saying you were 10 years old now.
No.
God damn, bro.
No. Seeing that movie in 2008, never in a million years would I think we would be here.
Yeah.
Never, it just blows my mind. And being in that Mandalorian panel back in Chicago, never would I think then, watching them on that stage, watching Dave Filoni talk, that we would be here. Like, it's crazy what we're seeing right now.
Exactly.
And I have enjoyed I'm a big Star Wars fan. This shelf, look, there's Revenge of the Sith. This shelf back here, I got all the comics, all the books. I've been into it, man. I'm in. Yeah. I love it all. But I hope we can all just not Tate. I saw him in the chat. Not Tate. Sorry, Tate. But I hope we can all just love the Mandalorian. Sequel trilogy. We disagree, but Mando, man, it's just so good.
It is. Hey, also, my man, please tell me you have a podcast because you have a podcast voice, dude.
Yeah, you do.
If you don't, please start one.
Wow, did you just tell me you had a voice for radio, Mike?
You have a voice for radio, bro.
No, I have. So it's funny. I have done a podcast about Star Wars. I do not have a Star Wars podcast. Unfortunately, I don't have any podcasts, but I've been on a podcast.
You should change that, man. I get that content.
Well, it's crazy because you came in here, you're talking to us, and I'm like, all right, so clearly he's got a YouTube channel.
Yeah, seriously, got some professionalism.
I'm just a passionate fan. I'm into it. But anyway, let's talk about the episode.
It's hard to do a podcast between all those modeling jobs. You are belittling Noah's hair right now. That is.
And get on in the chat, Levi.
Ray Skywalker, please. I have
Ray Skywalker, please. I have no time.
Listen, it's funny. I'm actually with that said girlfriend. We're watching Rebels. I'm watching Rebels through with her, and we just got to the episode, season 3, with Gar Saxon shows up, and I was like, "Cool, Mandalorian episode, Mandalorian today."
Please.
I don't know. So I mentioned that. Anyway, okay, the episode.
No, please, just so Claire's here. Please don't bring up Gar Saxon.
Yeah. So for the Clone Wars junkies out there, we saw Jango's helmet get destroyed in the season 2 finale, right?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, Dave knows what he wrote. That was Jango's helmet, and Mace picks it up, and it's like, this is Jango Fett's helmet. So maybe this the chess piece is his. I don't know. That was the only thing in the episode that was a little bit fuzzy. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Levi, don't mean to cut you off, but there's somebody who you mentioned their name, and he wants to have a word with you.
Yeah,
God, he's coming in.
Oh no!
Hello. Tate. Before, just to preface, you can go for it. I don't just go for it.
The lizard man approaches.
I'm coming at you live with arthritis pain in my bed, not even at my desk. A raw reaction right here. Levi, I want to say I appreciate you bringing me up in this conversation.
I had to get you in here, man. I'm plugging you.
Right? I got plugged, and in return, I'd like to plug rich.com /. That's the only reason why I'm here. I just, I got plugged. I got to plug Ross. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
I love the look on Steele's face.
Are you filming a Blair Witch fan film? What's going on?
Yeah, no. Steele, this is my view when my back pain is hurting so bad that I can't get to my desk. So this is the view. This is the view when that happens.
How dare you? Well, also he has to have his lights off because guess what? He has lizards.
Oh yeah,
he's got
lizards.
Oscar's living in there.
Yeah,
here we go.
He's got frogs. He's got little newt lizards. He's got geckos. I mean, he's literally Geico.
He's literally taking every excuse in the book not to be on the show right now.
Right, I know.
The back pain. All right.
Oh, wow.
He's here, though. Let the man speak. Let the man speak.
Yeah. Quick opinion.
I'm sorry to hear about your back and your lizards.
Oh, my lizards are great. I don't apologize on those guys. They're doing just fine. But hey, quick word on the episode. I'm going to be positive. All right, guys. So I promised you guys I wouldn't bring down the tone of the show. Temuera Morrison, what a guy. That's all I got to say. Good night, guys.
All right.
All right, now that he's gone, Claire,
Hi, buddy.
what the hell was he talking about yesterday with Thrawn? Man hasn't even seen Rebels, read the book, and he's like, "Yeah, Thrawn's gonna die." And I'm like, "Get out of here, man! What was he talking about?"
Here's the thing. Okay, so while I adore Tate, boy's got to pick up a book right now or an audio book right now because he can't. He's not. He's gonna die. There's too much set up, too many novels, too much lore, too much planning. No, he's not dying. He's not dying. That hurt me.
I think he got a win with this episode though, because those Legends Jango Fett comics totally pulled in here. Open season, totally in.
Oh, that was so cool.
All right, Levi, man, we gotta go. We gotta probably get to the next person.
Man,
but
I want to talk about the episode.
No, go ahead. Actually, I want to hear what your thoughts on that.
No, yeah, I want to give your thoughts.
I gotta go rapid fire. I mean, there was some funky. I felt the budget constraints in this one for the first time. Some of those stormtroopers, they were clearly CGI. Like, didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, I love the Imperial transports were clearly like a blend between a TIE Reaper and then like a First Order transport, which I love that. Like, okay, we're making a transition. I love seeing new trooper, mortar trooper. He got in there. That's a good one. Easy to paint, Ross. I'm sure it's easy to paint. Repaint it.
Oh, dude. It's easy for Hasbro to repack their.
Oh man, and Hasbro, it was so funny. I laughed when the Razor Crest exploded, not because I was like, I felt it, but I laughed because for the past whole season, everyone's going, "Oh God, it's in such bad condition. I just bought the Razor Crest. And seeing it just go." I was like, "Oh man, Hasbro's the real winner here."
That's right.
Absolutely,
exactly.
Hasbro coming through.
And before I go, Steel. Yeah. I like episode 5 too. It's fine. I don't see what people's problem is.
Can you boot him now? Can you boot him?
All right, Levi,
take me out.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Levi, seriously though, dude. Podcast, please start one.
Just bring me back on. I'll come on every week.
All right.
I see.
We'll see you next week then,
bud.
Man.
All right, man.
That is a lucky girl. Lucky girl.
All right. See you guys.
We'll see you later.
See you, dude.
Bye, Levi.
Cool guy. Right?
Cool guy.
Yeah,
we get some cool cats
fun.
coming in here.
All right. Yes. So, okay. What do you want to talk about now? You just want to bring in the next guest?
I have to acknowledge, Corey. No, this earphone thing. It's like looking at Lady in the Tramp. It really is. Like,
should we rematch that?
Oh, you don't want to? Never mind.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Bro. Cool.
I mean, we live together. It's convenient.
Who knows, really?
Come here.
All right, let's bring in the next guest. We got Thomas. Thomas, I'm saying your name, Thomas. I just giving everyone a heads up. What's up, Thomas?
Hey, first off, I just want to say, Claire, you weren't last week. I got to be on, and you weren't there. You weren't there.
No,
I was pretty upset. So
it's okay. We're making up for it now.
This is redemption. This
exactly.
is the ultimate redemption story.
Welcome to the stream.
Thomas, man, what's going on, man? And also give us your thoughts on the episode.
I really like. No offense to anyone who likes the new films, but I haven't felt my heart racing at any point watching them quite like this. This.
Yeah.
All right, Thomas, thanks for coming on, man.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Show.
Yeah,
my heart was racing.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
I agree with what you're saying. I think one of the things about this series is it's producing, fan content that people have been wanting and not just forgetting the prequels and forgetting everything else, as the sequels did. So it's
uniting Star Wars, all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm with you. Look, here's the thing. Look, here's the deal. I'm sorry, Thomas. See, I have my big Rey poster right here. But I disagree. My heart raced a lot during all the sequel trilogy films. But I'm happy that you have, some heart racing moments in The Mandalorian.
Yeah. You done?
Everybody's got their own favorite flavor of ice cream, guys.
Yeah. One thing I want to say about the Mortar Trooper. This is the first time I think I've seen a variation on a trooper that I genuinely think is super unnecessary. Like, I get a flame trooper, and snow troopers and jump troopers, but this time, I don't know why it bothered me so much. I watched it and I'm like, does this need to be its own type of trooper? Can that not just be a normal stormtrooper launching those?
Right.
That was, for some reason, that stuck in my head as I was watching. I'm like, this does not need to be a trooper.
Yeah.
Okay. And it didn't have its own design. It was just
I kind of felt the same way.
Flame guy again. But...
Like it didn't necessarily bother me, but I do remember seeing the cardboard standee and being like, okay, it's all right. I would rather see like the shock trooper looking the red ones. But yeah, Thomas, thank you.
Cool. That's the shock trooper on screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buddy, 100%. I think you're cutting out a little bit. I don't know if it's because you're wearing headphones or what it is, but we hear that it's going in and out.
Yeah. But Thomas, man, thank you so much. You got any final thoughts on the episode before we go to the next person?
I want to see where it goes. I want to know what happens next. That is all that's on my mind right now.
Yeah.
Is it next week yet?
Seriously, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a crazy couple weeks. So, someone save Claire from her cat. By the way,
honestly,
I was watching this.
Honestly, so it's 4:30. It's getting to be the time where the automatic feeder almost goes off, and he's in full-on zoomy crazy dude mode. And I'm awake, which is not normal. So he's just freaking out.
Attacked and then muting your mic. I was like, oh my god.
That's why we got the laser pointer.
Thomas, man, thank you so much for coming on 2 weeks in a row. And now you had Claire here, which I know is better than just us. So,
you said that.
Wow.
No,
I love all you guys, but Claire.
No, I agree.
Absolutely.
Here, wait, other side.
All right, Thomas, relax. Okay.
Thanks, Thomas.
No, I'm just kidding, man. All right, man, thanks so much for coming on. We'll see y'all next week.
You.
All right. Bye.
Is this the first jealousy? No,
no. Gar Saxon was first. Thomas was next.
All of them.
Gar Saxon. God, man.
Let's see what's going on. I think we had some super chats. I need to. Someone said save Claire from her cat. I already showed. Ray Skywalker, the hyperspace part near the end looked like they filmed it on Star Tours. How dare you?
Oh no!
How dare you? How dare you even say that?
But I love Star Tours. So.
Yeah, Star Tours is the best.
Can I have to point something out? I must just be half dead because these comments about like the budget showing and CG stormtroopers and things not looking good. I didn't notice a single CG stormtrooper, and usually I'm able to distinguish pretty easily. And I also didn't have any problems with like the bridge. I think you were talking about here. So it's like this is all news to me personally.
I noticed a few troopers, but I'm also like I'm watching Star Wars.
Right.
Like I sort of appreciate a goofy CGI shot now and then.
Right. I mean, we lived through the prequel era of literally not a.
Well, there was not a single.
Hey, for the times though. Oh my God, did they look good?
They did look good.
Let's get to the super before we get on to the next guest. Alpha Wolf super chat at $5. Thank you very much. He said, "Do you think we'll see Kyle Katarn instead of Luke, considering Legends coming back little by little?"
I'd be down.
No, I would not. That would be. I wouldn't. I guess I wouldn't hate it, but I would much rather see Luke Skywalker.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, like with Cal Kestis or potentially Cal Kestis and Ezra still active and VR Jedi from Vader Immortal probably still active. It's like, dude, Yoda is just straight up senile. If like Kyle Katarn's also active too, like Yoda's got a problem. Like the last of the Jedi you will be. It's like, dude, bullshit.
No.
I mean, that was just some motivation to get him to go fight Vader. That's what that was.
Yeah, I think we're already at the point where like that's.
It's all up to you, Luke. You're special. You're important. It's like, sorry, but they're fine with the Jedi.
Clone 543 asked predictions on if we'll get the Razor Crest back or possibly a new ship. What do you think? Thank you for the super chat, by the way. 15 euros from Cloud 543. Cloud 543, always in the chat, man. Thank you so much.
I was thinking this, like maybe they could reconstruct the Razor Crest, but at the same time, it's like it was a Clone Wars era ship. It was already so old.
It's so destroyed.
I like, yeah.
I mean, now it's nothing.
Yeah,
Now it's
Razor
literally
Crest had its
nothing.
time, I think.
There was nothing there.
But you know, it could be. There's more than one Razor Crest, is what it sounds like. It's
yeah.
You know.
I would find it pretty cheap if he then found like, hey, I got another one.
Yeah,
but,
it'd be kind of weird.
Like it was such a crazy big move to take that out of the game.
Well,
Like,
it's kind of weird though, because like they put a Razor Crest like ship in the Rise of Skywalker. Like there's like it's been showing up in a bunch of stuff, and so now they're just sticking it to them. They're like, you want to put our ship in your shitty movie?
Isn't that Razor Crest in The Force Awakens?
Yeah, there's another.
But it's not. It's
similar
just a similar
ship.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's got no like. You can like go back and go, hey, it's the Razor Crest, but come on.
Yeah.
Then in the Ahsoka series or the Rebels sequel series, the Ghost gets destroyed. Then you got a real problem.
Yeah.
I actually think that's. I had this prediction where I was like, I wonder if Mando's going to take the Slave One. And while that didn't exactly happen, he was still in the Slave One for an episode and probably will be.
He's going to be riding, well, not shotgun. That's Fennec at this point, but he's going to be riding the second in command to shotgun.
Yeah.
I love that idea of him getting the Slave One, but also much like the armor, that ship is very close to Boba's heart, and it's like I also want him to have it in the Boba series, so it's like
you
that's
can't separate the Fett from the Slave One.
Can I just say how crazy it is that Boba Fett and Ahsoka Tano have met before, and how both episodes in the last weeks apart, like that could very well happen. Like Ahsoka, and I honestly think it will. I think we will see. I think a part of the Filoni-verse and the end game of it all is Boba being involved with this big war,
right?
And I do think we're going to see him with Ahsoka and him with Rex, and Boba. This is the first time I looked at Boba, and I'm like, this is an honorable guy.
Right.
Like he's not just your typical bounty hunter.
Mm-hmm.
I love that too.
So honorable that he threatened to shoot a baby. Like, I mean,
we all have our flaws.
We all have our days.
You know what? He's just a simple man trying to make his way in the universe.
That was part of his honor to get his family suit back. So he's got these levels of.
Yeah. Well, he got to.
He doesn't have to hurt him. He can just
customizable honor levels. It's fine.
Yeah. Let's bring in our next guest. We got Wes Lesser. What's up, man?
Oh, hi.
Wes.
What's up, man? How are you?
Hear me?
Yeah, we hear you fine.
What's up, man?
Crazy. So I didn't expect me to get in tonight. So I don't.
Welcome.
Well, man, you're here, and what just give us your thoughts on the episode.
So about like all the budget constraints.
Right.
There were not really like budget constraints, but some shots had like maybe it was just me, but there was like blurry bars on the side of the frame sometimes.
I saw that. I was wondering what that was. Yeah, I noticed that too. I was kind of what I took that as. What I took that as, and it seems like this would definitely be a Robert Rodriguez thing. I think they were white. It was like white, little blurry on the side. I think he was trying to do the point of view from a stormtrooper helmet. It was always when they were like it was always toward like from the point of view of the stormtroopers when they were doing it. So I actually, if that is what he was trying to do, I love that actually.
I kind of wish if that is the case though, they just committed and like actually like had a helmet overlay over the screen and like you really had a found footage look to a shot like that.
Yeah.
And it had how much power he had left in the top bar.
Right.
That's right.
The Battlefront
the
like screens.
That's right. He's got a HUD.
The ammunition.
Like
A button, B button in the top right.
Exactly. Well, yeah, no, can we just talk about Robert Rodriguez for a minute? We haven't really talked about him enough. Like, killed it this episode.
Yeah.
Absolutely killed. The thing is, being the guy who's bringing Boba Fett in this way, right, back to live action, is a big undertaking because Boba Fett's probably, and it's so weird to even say this, right? Because it's crazy, but Boba Fett's probably like a top 5 most iconic Star Wars character.
Yeah.
And so, anybody, people don't know Star Wars. You say Boba Fett, they go, oh, and that guy from Star Wars, right? And so bringing him back into live action the way they did, Like not having him in the suit in the first place was a huge undertaking. Wes, what did you think? You think Robert Rodriguez did a pretty good job?
Choreography wise, definitely. I think my big question still is why was Boba just on Tatooine for 5 years?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Well, I took it as like, I think with this episode kind of with him having the slave one and being able to basically bring someone back from the dead, rip out their insides and keep them alive with machinery and his own craftsmanship. I think the point is the assumption is that Boba Fett is like maybe using Tatooine as like a base and there are no huts around anymore, so it's much easier. And I think Boba's actually doing a lot better than we thought initially.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that could go back into trying to make an easy living for himself in the universe.
Right.
He could come out with some sort of story like he knew where it was and Cobb Vanth was using it and he could go get it whenever he wanted. But it didn't, like, do you know what I mean? You could say that in the desert one. I knew where it was, and it was safe, and it was doing some good or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Sure. Yeah, that's kind of the impression I got. Is it's like maybe he was okay with Cobb Vanth using the armor because he is using it to protect the town, which is again adds to to his character. Now, why he would want a baby shot, I don't know, but like it's nice to know that there is a very honorable side to Mr. Fett now.
Yeah.
That we saw seeds of it in the Clone Wars where he was, like that. But
it was nice to see him being like, well, we haven't met the terms of our agreement. Like that moment when he's doing that speech, I was just like, oh, my little heart. I've never loved Boba Fett. I love you right now, buddy. Oh my goodness. I agree. I think that it's very much, I think that the cold, calculated bounty hunter we know from the original trilogy may have a soft side to him, and I think that's a really good point that maybe he saw the armor working for good and standing for something more than what he was in the past, just as the rogue, terrifying bounty hunter, and being like, this is doing some good. I'm gonna hold off on this for a minute.
Right.
And I'm excited to see whatever like spin-off, TV show. And whatever comics and novels and whatever gets spun off of this, I'm really excited to see what they do with Boba Fett, which is something I did not think I would say before the season premiere.
I just saw the fact that Boba's going to be with Din probably for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
Me either.
I thought it would be like Ahsoka style, where he would just be on his way and be like, "Good luck, we'll drop you off," but that's it.
Yeah.
Wes, I noticed you got a green screen behind you. You have anything to plug before we move on to the next guy? You got a YouTube channel or something?
Oh, well, there is a YouTube channel. We're not like really YouTubers per se. We just kind of upload things whenever we're done. But it's called Flatbread Films.
Awesome. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
What was it again? Did you Flatbread Films?
Shorts.
Heck yeah, dude. Go check out Wes's stuff.
Yeah, just pretty much just YouTube, not social media really. Unless you want to follow me on whatever. It's just my name.
Wes Lesser, go check him out. Wes, thank you for coming on, man. We're gonna get to the next person, but thank you so much. And I always see you in the chat and all that stuff. So thanks for supporting the channel.
Much for support, dude.
For sure, man.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Later.
I want to set up a green screen and then as the effect have like another green screen digitally put in behind me.
It's so green. So green. It's not easy being green.
No, baby Grogu should know.
It's not easy being green.
He's kidnapped.
At all.
They stunned him. He's been stunned.
When they stunned him.
I've never felt so much anger for a Star Wars character until Moff Gideon was like, "Go to sleep, sleep yourself."
He's like, "You need a long
fall
sleep.
into that darksaber."
I was like,
you need a long sleep, Moff Gideon. You need to get knocked the hell out.
He's a grumpy Gus. He really is. Gus Freed.
Grumpy Gus.
He's a grumpy Gus. Get it from Breaking Bad?
Grogu was trying to push the blade into him. Remember, he was like,
"I'm gonna get you."
Thank you. Yeah. So let's see. I love Steele so much. His humor. Don't gas him up. Okay, he doesn't need.
Good to see Ross posting in the chat.
That's right. Wes Lester, you
got
me.
me.
Chicago Lester.
Good comment.
That's fantastic. Underscore. Maybe come up with all right, interesting.
I like underscore. I'm down
I do
with
too.
Underscore.
All right, let's bring in our next guest. We got
Mysterious.
Nate PK, maybe? Nate PK?
Yeah, dude, you got it first try. That's amazing.
Yo, dude,
most people don't get that right. So
I bet you people say Nate Pike, I'm guessing.
Also,
all the time, dude.
Yeah.
Also, Nate, are you wearing a Crash Bandicoot shirt?
I am wearing a Crash Bandicoot shirt. Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Nate, thoughts on the episode, my man?
Dude, it was insane. When I sat down for the episode, I started it up, and then I saw when they were doing the recap of what's going on previous season, and now I saw this scene where we assumed it was Boba Fett walking up on Fennec Shan at the end of episode 5 of last season, and I was like, oh shit, I got to get up and pee. I'm not prepared for this. So it was insane. I mean, I can't remember who I saw on Twitter. Somebody was reporting that they were hearing that this Boba Fett spinoff series is going to be some sort of martial arts based theme, and we were seeing a lot of that with Boba Fett, which I thought was super awesome. It was amazing seeing Tamara Morrison come back and try to kind of do this circle of life thing where we're seeing old Boba Fett, but at the same time it's really familiar because it is Jango, and it was just awesome. It was a dream come true, and I'm really looking forward to the vintage collection of Boba Fett.
I literally
and if it's martial arts based, if you have Ming-Na Wen show up, come on now.
Yeah,
she is just begging to kick some butt.
I kept thinking the whole time, that's a Funko. That's a Funko.
That's a Funko.
That's a Funko.
Yeah.
I'm ready for all the different Boba
all
Fett
these Funkos.
variations.
Nate, sorry but Raj from the Sith List, what's up, man?
Hey,
Raj.
what's happening? Good morning, guys.
Hey,
morning,
friendo.
Good morning, yeah,
Good
seriously.
morning.
How you doing?
Is it morning? Should I stop drinking? This is not good. But
are
Raj,
you drinking your Chardonnay again? What are you
no,
drinking?
buddy, no. I wish I'm drinking. What am I drinking, Garrett? Jack and Coke right now.
You don't know what you're drinking. That's how slosh you are.
He just
Jack and Coke?
Garrett,
You couldn't tell that you were drinking a Jack and Coke?
No, but I was like how he's like, Garrett, what did you prepare me? What was this again? What did you call it?
Yeah, producer.
I love how he goes, Garrett, what did you prepare me to say?
What did you prepare me, peasant?
Oh my gosh. Garrett is no peasant. He is a goddamn king.
Garrett's
and you will treat him as
legend.
such.
And he's been
Thank
Gar
you.
Saxon.
helping me out. For
He's
sure.
Gar Saxon.
He is really our
Right.
producer.
He's Gar Saxon. He looks nothing like Gar
Who
Saxon.
said that?
He's
Okay.
John.
I said that because you guys call him Gar
Oh,
Saxon.
I see.
Oh, that's-
Now Noah's
funny.
going to be jealous of his roommate. That's not
funny
fair.
because we call him
Claire,
Gare,
please.
not Gar.
Claire, please.
So,
Yeah, we call him Garrett on Gar.
really
Ross.
funny, Ross.
I love, but also Nate. I'm sorry, but this. Come on, enjoy. You know what I mean? But the thing is, when we're watching the Clone Wars, Gar Saxon comes on screen for the first time. Garrett goes, "That John Hamm." But all right, Nate, or Raj.
Yeah, buddy.
We'll go to Nate. We're gonna go to Raj for a sec. Raj, thoughts on the episode, man?
It was crazy. It felt like I was playing Battlefront for 45 minutes.
It did.
Yeah, yeah, except for I didn't continuously die because that's what usually happens when I play Battlefront.
Facts.
I thought it was great. I was so happy for our friend Haas. I'm sure he was ecstatic about this.
Oh yeah. I'll say Haas said that this episode is worth 4 rolls of shiny nickels. That's what he told me.
Oh, there you go.
That's big. That's big.
No, it was fantastic. We Les and I just stayed up and did a reaction thing, and wow, it was crazy. I didn't think. I think the first thing we predicted before we started the videos, there's no way they're going to that mountain temple. That's not happening.
Yeah,
Right.
no, straight into it.
Yeah.
Straight into it.
Well,
Fantastic.
I mentioned it, Rod. I mentioned earlier, when you're going to click on the episode, it's like Cara Dune, and I went, oh, okay, they're gonna go to Navarro first to refuel or something stupid. But no, then the episode starts and it's like, boom, Tython. I was like, wow, this is also. I've seen a lot of people. Nate, actually, maybe we can ask your opinion on this.
Sure.
What do you think of the look of Tython? Were you a Legends guy? Were you kind of? I've seen a lot of people underwhelmed with how Tython looked.
Yeah, I was a real limited in terms of legends. Mostly like the Kieran Travis Republic Commando novels were like my main forte in terms of most of the old canon stuff. So Tython was pretty. I mean, I knew of the name, but in terms of coming into this episode, it was kind of new territory for me. So I'm still kind of learning about it as a lot of people are, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can the Tython come up in High Republic? Is it that?
Oh
old?
yeah, I think that's kind of the staging ground.
Okay.
To setting up like stuff for the old Republic, or sorry, for the High Republic. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. What could we mean by that? Just saying.
Who knows?
Scoops.
I think somebody does.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I know our good friend Tate, who I hopefully went to bed, that grumpy Gus. But the thing is, like, I think he texted us right after, like, while actually watching the episode. He's a huge Legends guy. He was not a fan of how Tython looked at all. He thought, he was like, they did Tython wrong. I thought it looked fine. I mean, it didn't look like anything spectacular. It didn't look like anything crazy.
It looked
like
exactly how I thought it would look. Well, no, not. I thought it would be.
I thought it was going to be more mystical. Almost.
I expected like a bit more color, some more interesting structures, me too. Maybe some ruins of ancient cities. You know, something like more akin to Ilum.
It did look like California. Yeah,
it looked like a paintball field.
Yeah, right.
Like you're going paintballing.
Yeah.
That's facts.
I know a lot of people are more so than the appearance. If you want to get really nerdy, is how the mid rim is very difficult to get to, and it's similar to the unknown regions, in that like you barely survive on your way if you don't know what you're doing. And it's like, yeah, I think that would have been really cool to see like Din Djarin really struggle to get through hyperspace safely to the planet, but also. Like, we only have 8 episodes, and you got to be consistent here. If we're going to preach about, them needing to keep things tight, there's no real room for that, I don't think.
Right.
So,
And also, it gives us like more moments to like have our hearts melted where he goes, Grogu?
Oh my God.
Cool.
Seriously,
Like,
it's my favorite thing. It is my favorite thing.
It really
The first thing I'm doing tomorrow morning is I'm taking my son Malik, going to a park, I'm sticking him on a rock. I'm just gonna walk.
You gonna call him Grogu?
I'm gonna call him Grogu too. Yeah.
You gonna call him Malik and expect him to say Revan?
Yeah. That'd be great. Yeah.
I think we definitely saw Din Djarin have like more emotion in like the first like 2 minutes of this episode than I feel like we've seen him have it at any point in the series. Yeah, that was really.
Is that the first time we've heard him laugh? Because he chuckled.
I think so.
Yeah, he like chuckled. Right. I love that. Yeah, no, I loved him like at the beginning, just saying Grogu, because that was more like other than Ahsoka, honestly, probably my favorite part of last week's episode was every time Din said Grogu, Baby Yoda go or Grogu would go, don't, and look up at him. Like it was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yep.
And so like I just love how at the beginning of this episode they knew we would love that, and so he's just sitting there going Grogu, and he just looks at him. It's the best part.
Every single this is still weird, Dad.
Every single time they did little cutesy things with him and Din in this episode, I'm like, okay, all right,
they're making
some bad's about to happen.
Oh well, the second the title card comes up, I go, oh fuck.
Yeah, that's what I said.
The tragedy.
I'm like,
I'm not ready for this.
Here's the
I was like,
tragedy.
time out.
Yeah.
The Darth Plagueis the Wise is about to show up. What's going on here?
That's right. Funny enough, I didn't think about Plagueis even once tonight, but I will say when that title came up, I'm telling the truth. When that title came up, I immediately knew Corey's theory was going to be correct and that Baby Yoda was going to get captured by the end.
I knew he was going to get captured even before the title card came in, and they were doing like the cutesy moments. He's not. Yeah,
the title card is probably about the Razor Crest.
Well,
R.I.P. buddy.
That's what I was thinking. Well, I was hoping. I was hoping so. But
maybe it's a typo and they meant to call it the tummy.
Yeah. No. I hate that word so much.
Nate, I'm gonna hit the bed with not with Nate, but at the same time.
Not with Nate, but at the same time as Nate.
Yeah. Hey,
all right, man.
Warm it up for me, Nate. I'm getting
We're gonna follow you. We're
Thanks
gonna follow
so
you,
guys.
quick.
Oh yeah, at Steel Wars on here and all the other thing, and we'll do the round table and Corey and Noel will probably be there Saturday night. So Yeah, take care, everyone. What a stellar little time we're having here, huh?
Oh,
Absolutely.
my God, yes.
All right, but we'll talk to you later on.
Bye, Steele.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
All right, Nate, and also we're gonna move on to the next guy. Any final thoughts that you have?
If I can say one thing, a shout out to Claire, because last week or last Friday I was watching you guys do the round table, and I was in the kitchen cooking, and I had my phone just like propped up, and my girlfriend walked in, and she came up behind me and screamed in my ear, "Oh my God, I love Claire!" And I turned around to her, and I was like, "Do you know what I'm watching?" And she said, "Yeah, I know Claire. I used to do theater with her all the time."
Whoa, Nate, Nate.
What?
Whoa!
Yeah.
Holy shit! What?
And yeah, so she pulled up her phone and then pulled up Facebook, and then
Can
there
you
was
say
Claire.
the name of a show? I don't want you to be like, "What's your girlfriend's name on air?" But like literally,
Oh,
what's
you're
her
good.
first
Well,
name?
her first name's Larissa.
Oh, I know. Oh my God, we did Phantom together.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Whoa.
So, but we sat down and watched the round table together, and that like kind of jump started our whole Star Wars journey together. So now me and her are watching Clone Wars, and we're watching Mandalorian, and we're watching all the movies. So shout out to Claire. Like now, me and my girlfriend are like really connecting over Star Wars, and it's made me like really.
That's awesome.
Okay, so also I just want to say this on the record. She is the cutest and the absolute sweetest person on the planet. So first of all, good on you, Nate. Good on you. Second of all, I'm so excited. She's getting into Star Wars. Oh, that makes me so happy. Okay,
Wow.
okay,
Dude, that's the best thing,
Craziest thing that's happened on the show.
Wow.
Oh, I'm so happy.
That was really meta.
Yes.
Well, you just dropped. This was better than the episode.
Wow, that's
Nate.
crazy.
All I can say is just thank you guys. I don't think you guys really get enough credit. All of you guys, Kessel Run and Imperial Senate and Ross and Araj. Like honestly, like thank you guys.
Thanks,
you
Nate.
guys
Thank
really
you.
big.
Thank you, man. That's such an awesome
And give
story.
your girlfriend a big hug for me because I haven't seen her in
Okay.
like years.
Okay,
For a big hug.
I will.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
I will give her a
awesome.
hug for you.
Yeah,
Makes
please
me
come
happy.
back
So-
next week, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
honestly.
Absolutely, I would love to, guys. That
Yeah.
sounds like fun.
Yeah, hit me up on Twitter, dude. Like, send me a
Yeah,
DM.
same.
Yeah,
Honestly,
okay.
same.
I think my DMs are open too, so
Yeah,
hit me up.
same. So send us some DMs, man.
Yeah, man.
Awesome, sounds good, guys. I really appreciate it. Y'all have a good rest of your night.
Bye,
Nate.
you too, man. Later.
Hey,
guys.
Everybody.
Oh my
Holy
God.
shit.
Wow. The
That's
cutest.
crazy.
That's
That is
so crazy.
One of the
That's like she
craziest
loves Claire.
things to happen.
Thank
Seriously.
you.
Can
Oh
you
my
imagine
gosh.
just like walking into the kitchen and seeing somebody that
That
you
you
went,
just
like
used to
you,
do
like, used to
theater
do
with.
theater with and be like,
Did
oh,
Phantom of the Opera, I'm guessing.
Phantom of the Opera. Yes, I was Meg.
Phantom of the Opera.
I was Meg
how
Jury.
crazy. How crazy is that?
I was the
Nice.
fakest ballerina on the planet. It was
That's
great.
crazy.
Mhm.
Claire, I mean, that's insane,
Cool
Claire, right?
story.
Yeah.
That's
well,
awesome. That makes
500
me
people
so
heard that.
happy.
Seriously. Oh my goodness gracious.
Good.
I remember.
Very
I remember
cool.
when Claire's first time on the Sith list. I did a little intro and I scared the.
I remember
I scared the shit out of her because I researched all kinds of stuff
He
and it
Googled
came
me.
up. I I googled her and I had like her whole history of all of her plays and theaters and she's like, "What the hell?" She
She's
got
like,
so
you
many
may
down.
have seen her
Ring
on
Awakening
stage.
is a great one. You should check it out for sure.
No. Like, you may have seen her in the Secret Garden at
Oh, that's
Blank
right.
Blank
it's the
Community
Secret
High
Garden.
School. You
Yeah,
may
that's
have
right.
seen her in this. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Claire's like, "I'm out."
It's funny because I didn't know that Claire was like hardcore into theater until like earlier this year, and you sent me a bunch of videos of like your old. So I was watching them.
Oh, Claire's
After a
super
lot
talented, by
of
the way.
alcohol.
talented.
After a lot of
Super
alcohol.
talented.
Yeah.
And the thing is like I thought maybe every now and then I could maybe sing kind of good. You know what I mean? And then Claire, and also I was a huge fan of Russell Crowe.
No.
Russell Crowe and Les Mis
Les
is
Mis?
great, right? But apparently, according to Claire, it's the worst thing that's ever
Yeah, it was
happened
terrible.
on planet Earth.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Araj!
No, it's terrible.
This is
Done.
it's here's the thing. He's singing and
We
someone has
see
one
each
arm.
other
Noah. Somebody has one arm on his throat and the other arm closing his nose. I love
that's rough.
you so I'm going to sing John there. That's how it's gonna go.
a different
I am Jean Valjean.
That's a good. Okay,
Just like saying that.
This is not a lame biz podcast. All right, we'll bring in our next guest, who actually happens to be somebody that we're probably all familiar with. Chris Sequel from Star Wars Underworld.
Oh, Sequel.
Long time no chat, Chris, man.
And he's rocking a familiar helmet. What's up, man?
I will name that exact helmet.
Hey.
That exact helmet. I know exactly what it's from. Chris, tell me if I get this right. That's from the 2010.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, that was my profile pic on Facebook for all of 2010.
Yes, that's from the Clone Wars line.
Oh
that's
my
right.
goodness.
The dark side electronic helmet. Sorry,
that's
I had
right.
To say that. It's cool.
So speaking of toys, Boba Fett has been my favorite character for 25 years. Go all the way back. Yes, I'm all for the stand-up. I started the stand-up for my generation. And it all goes back to the Power of the Force 2 Kenner figure of Boba Fett, the big He-Man looking figure. It was my favorite action figure when I was the little kid, like 5-6 years old. And I've been waiting for this moment for like 10 years. Probably
I've been waiting
longer.
for this day for a long time.
A very, very long time, because we got teased so badly. First, it was like Joe Johnston's going to be the one to bring Boba Fett to live action. And then it was like Josh Trank's going to be the one to do it. And that didn't work out. And so I just pretty much given up hope that we would see Tem back in that armor. And even after watching the episode at the beginning of the season, I still wasn't sure if we would get to see it, because Cobb Vanth had the armor. And I'm like, does Boba even care about his armor anymore?
Yeah.
Well, yes, he does. And oh my gosh, just to see him put that armor back on, and to see someone in the armor who, stands like Boba Fett. It was absolutely amazing. It was incredible. Robert Rodriguez, he did what Johnston and Trank couldn't do. He finally did it. So I've pretty much seen everything I want to see in Star Wars now. I'm super excited.
The thing is, you say that until next week, then we see this Mando, Boba Fett, Fennec Shand team up against Moff Gideon, and Bo-Katan's going to come into play, and Bo-Katan and Boba Fett are going to have this cool thing.
There's 3
oh my
things
gosh!
that I feel like I really need.
And you're going to see Bo-Katan wield that Darksaber. Just watch.
You'll see Bo-Katan use that spear to get it.
Oh, that too. Yeah, that too.
Oh my gosh, this show is just becoming. I mean, it's like Boba said. It's becoming a spice dream. This show is like it's like I'm like, is this real life right now? Like and I know it's like you still get the little comments here and there, like, oh, this is fan service, but it's like I don't care. After 2020, I just want it. I want
exactly.
It's not even fan service. It's all so natural. Like,
Ross, it's organic. Ross is right.
I mean, like we know all these characters, obviously, and as fans and as the fandom, like we know all these characters. But if you actually like just look at the story at face value, all of it makes sense. It all lines up. Like, I think if like you have Thrawn show up randomly, then yeah. But like so far, we're not there yet as far as fan service.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and also I feel like there's 3 things, right, that I feel like I need to see before I can be like everything's been checked off, and we're getting there. Like, and now it's very plausible, and I think that's Captain Rex in live action, and I think we're getting there. I think we'll see it this season, honestly, and then it would be Force Ghost Anakin talking to Ahsoka.
Oh my god!
And then
okay. Sorry,
I forgot what the third one was, but I feel like you do those 2.
Luke Skywalker showing
Luke
up at the
Skywalker, there it is. Yes, Luke Skywalker.
That would be nice.
Then all the boxes have been checked at that point, and everything else is just extra content. Like,
after you listing off all those things, I'm sitting here going like, I need a massage. I need like some sort of I need some like essential oils therapeutic aromatherapy, because I like every muscle in my body just tensed, just going, these things could happen. Because I don't like honestly, like at this point, anything goes.
Anything can. I'm waiting for a live action Rafa.
I want that too.
Rafa. Let's do it.
And the Slave One, we got to see the Slave One back in action. That was something I was not expecting. I was joking with everyone before this episode. I'm like, maybe the last episode was a red herring, and this is the big episode where all the big stuff is going to happen. And they're just trying to slide this one in without us knowing. And then there comes the Slave One. I'm like, oh my gosh, they actually did it. They faked us out. They made us think Ahsoka was the big thing, and this episode wouldn't mean anything.
Yeah, right. I was under the impression too, especially when they put like Cara, I've mentioned this like 3 times in the show already, but Chris, you're here, so I have to tell you. Like, when they put Cara Dune in the thumbnail, I went, "Oh my god, this guy's going back to Navarro." It's gonna be one of those episodes where we just kind of whatever. And then the last 2 episodes, no, opens up Tython. We land, puts Baby Yoda on the rock. Baby Yoda's doing the thing. I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me. Like all that crazy stuff. He doesn't say that.
Force beacon nonsense.
Seriously, yeah, and like
state.
Right.
I don't like Jedis on rocks because it usually doesn't turn out well, you know.
No.
Yeah, so I was like, no, Baby Yoda, no, Grogu.
Usually they do usually die. That's a fact.
Well, maybe.
Well, Ray sat on a rock.
Guys, what if Grogu?
Nope. Don't even mention Grogu dying.
Oh well,
he's not dying. He's not going to.
Corey,
No way,
I will literally buy a plane ticket down to Houston, fly down there, punch you in the face, and fly right back.
He's here.
And I will not stay a second longer for either of you. No,
force
not allowed to
choking you.
die.
You're being force choked right now.
Listen. I'll do it for you. Don't worry, buddy.
He really was. Well, I'm out of line. That happens quite a bit here.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, man, if you're out of line, you gotta get.
Oh my gosh.
Careful, boys. Claire's gonna beat your ass.
Force choking. Can we talk about Baby Yoda throwing those fucking stormtroopers against them?
Yeah, that was amazing. That was amazing.
Protect yourself, little guy.
Like, those stormtroopers, like that was agonizing to listen to. I mean, like they really thrown that up. Those deaths were brutal.
Am I the only one who thought Moff Gideon was like might actually kind of burn Baby Yoda here? I was like,
I was worried too. I was worried about this. Like, what is he gonna do right now?
Yeah,
because he's like reaching out, and I'm like, is he gonna have him like touch it or something and just like burn his hand? Like,
also,
he was messing with him.
I thought for a moment because there's been rumors and theories that Moff Gideon might be force sensitive.
I thought he was going to use.
I thought he was going to go in there and use the force against one of the troopers, throw him against the wall to stop what he was doing.
I thought he was going to show Grogu that he also had.
It. He was like, hey, you're not.
That's what I thought as well.
Yeah. Well, she didn't do that, but I actually still wouldn't be shocked at all if we find out that Moff Gideon has some force sensitivity. Chris, we have some other people that want to come in. So, any final thoughts on the episode that you have? And I also love the Boba helmet, by the way.
Thank you. I'm glad I had a reason to go into my basement and get it out after 10 years. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it was still there. I just got to say, like, they did it again. This season just continues to blow me away, and I can't believe it. There's only 2 episodes left. If they're gonna notch it up from here, I just don't know what they're gonna do because, like, oh gosh, I'm so excited. So yeah, thank you for having me on. Thank you for hosting this awesome forum for hundreds, sometimes thousands of people to talk about the show every week. It's fantastic.
Sure,
and Chris, it's really lovely to see you and speak to you face to face in a venue that is not Star Wars Celebration, because I feel like I talked to you over audio on podcast quite a bit, but it's nice to see you, man.
Yeah, it's nice to see you too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Chris, thanks so much for coming on, man. And
thank you.
And we'll hit me and Corey up. We'll come on the Star Wars Underworld whenever.
Oh heck yeah!
All right, man. We'll talk to you later.
Later, Chris.
See you guys.
See you Celebration 2022.
Can't wait.
Absolutely.
Literally cannot wait a single day more.
That's what it's all about. You see how excited he was and how happy he was. Like
that makes me so
rad.
happy.
100%.
Yeah, that's rad, man.
I love hearing from the Boba stands, like not being
one.
Like from the outside looking in, it makes me happy.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk to him.
He's probably asleep.
Sure. Yeah, he's asleep.
On the round table for sure. Which Raj, you'll be on the round table tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm there.
Cool.
I'm not gonna miss a KRT round table.
Of course,
exactly.
It's blasphemy if you do.
I'm waking up in 4 hours and doing a breakdown episode with King Tom.
It's 5 a.m. for us, buddy.
It's 3:05. Yeah, but I gotta wake up at 7 and I have a kid.
Oh, you have a child. Well, let's bring in our next person. I'm going to put the link in the chat one more time. If anybody else wants to come into the show to chat, we're going to be going for a little while longer. So just come on in. We'll have a chat. Next up is our buddy Kyle. What's up, Kyle? What's up, man?
Hey, Kyle.
Hey.
That was amazing. I honestly didn't plan to watch it at 3 in the morning, but I got to the bathroom, looked at my watch, saw it was 2:50 in the morning, went, why not?
You might as well at that point.
And then you might as well come on Kessel Run Transmissions after that.
Right. Well, when you're that hyped up after everything that happened. How could you not?
Of course,
absolutely.
I like your sweater, Kyle.
Fantastic sweater, Kyle.
Yeah, I know you're really.
Oh, I didn't even see the bottom part. Oh,
killing the game with the sweater game.
We're Holly. We're jolly, and
We're
we
Holly
are in a
Jolly.
far, far away galaxy. There, I love it.
Also, I brought this up earlier. Can we? I want to talk about this again because I think this is really cool. And Kyle, you can give me your thoughts on this if you'd like it, or everybody, please put in your two cents on this. Boba Fett looking a little thick. We got, and I love it.
Oh my God,
I love it.
It's he's got the dad bod, bro.
Dad bod
Boba.
Fett. Yes.
Just because he's got dad bod doesn't mean he can't be badass.
That's right.
Exactly, Kyle. Exactly.
100%.
Haven't you seen those pictures of DiCaprio on the beach last week? Come on.
No, I live for a dad bod. So dad bod Boba Fett is just my life. My life. I live for that.
Listen, guys. I'm sorry. I just thought about this.
Yes.
What if he's got that body?
Yeah, because he's a dad.
Because
Him and Nick-
certain stormtrooper that kind of has a body on him right now too.
Who's the
Yadi yadi yadi.
Captain Rex a little thick.
Yeah, I seen Rebels.
I see what you're saying.
He a little thick.
That way because
3, 4, maybe
it's
5.
exactly well-fed area.
Right. No.
Great.
So
No,
now we're fat shaming Captain Rex is what we're doing. That's what's
He's
happening.
thick with multiple C's,
Hey, there's
baby.
no shame here. There's no shaming here. This is the dad bod appreciation stream, right?
There's
But also,
no
what-
time to cardio in Tatooine. No,
Exactly.
There's no cardio there.
It's like 150 degrees.
Yeah,
If you-
you ain't gonna go
Imagine
jogging.
running.
You're probably
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you can run forever. Like,
But
yeah.
also in
Yeah, that's true.
120-degree heat, no.
Yeah,
No, thank
no,
you.
that's true. That's true.
I mean,
Also, what's he been eating on Tatooine? Is he eating Great Dragon? What's he eating? You know what I mean?
Womp rats,
Maybe
dude, they're very
Jabba
fattening.
has unlimited power.
Womp rats are really fattening.
Kyle, buddy, give us your thoughts on the episode. Anything in particular that you like the most?
Well, I had a bad feeling about the episode when it's the Grogu thing, and you see the Mandalorian actually being happy.
Right.
And I was just like, that's not gonna last. That is not gonna last at all.
Especially when you see that title pop up and it's the
Oh,
trap.
I just went, oh no, you can't do that.
Right. Yeah.
Although I did notice that when Grogu gets the ball back, Din almost seems upset by it because I don't think he wants him to go.
No.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't want him to go.
No, that's why he goes, Dank Ferret, like which he said it again, Araj, because you're the one who brought this up on the first time, but
Yeah.
you say that so much. We got another Dank Ferret, Dank Ferrick in this episode. And I think that's a good point, Kyle. I think he does not want him to go. He wanted it to not work. So he'd be like, well, I guess he's not too powerful. I guess he doesn't have to leave.
Well, might as well go somewhere else.
Yeah, might as well just
Exactly,
go back
yeah.
to Navarro and let's hang out for a little bit and I'll raise this kid myself.
or just go to Korban and try something else. You know, Moribund and
Right.
get some dark side energy going.
Or go back to see O'Mara and have a little family with
Have a
his
little
stepchild, his stepdaughter.
Aw.
Wonder what Amara's up to right now. Do you think we're ever going to see Amara again, Kyle?
Maybe. At this
Yeah.
point, anyone can come back.
That's
Mhm.
true.
Yeah.
I have a question. Who's O'Mara?
Oh, fake fan.
Mira
Fake
is
fan
the
boss.
little lady that he was gonna hook up with on that one planet in chapter 4.
Almost took his.
Trying
Gorgeous
to take his
lady.
phone.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Gorgeous,
I got
gorgeous
it.
queen.
Got it.
Yeah,
I
can
never
see
knew her name.
there and being like, you know what, I'm just gonna stay around. And Star Wars cussing. It brings up a good point. Okay.
Yeah, it's rough.
I would much rather Din Djarin go, fuck. You know?
Oh, that'd be so great.
Like
That would be so great.
That'd be amazing. But actually, I'm with Wes here. Wes Lesser, what's up, man?
Me
Waiting
too,
for a classic Carabast.
Oh,
would
yeah.
love it. Let's
I
bring
live
it
for a
on.
Carabast.
always
Yeah.
thinking about it.
Like,
I'm not a huge
rewatching Rebels. Love it.
Exactly. No, as everyone should be rewatching Rebels right now.
Yeah, right now is a good
I'm
time.
not.
Yeah, I've been doing it.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Dink Ferrick, honestly. So
I'm not
Dank-
either.
Yeah.
If it was just like
Carabast.
Ferrick, but
Ferrick.
the dank. Yeah.
Right.
It just comes across as dang nabbit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Dank memes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We don't need to bring the word dank.
Yeah, you bring in dank, and that's the opposite of what. Yeah.
Exactly. If it was just Ferrick, that would
That's
be
so
like
cool.
the Star Wars version of fuck, which is fine, right? But
Right.
Yeah, Kyle, man, what? Any final thoughts? We're gonna try to rapid fire. We got a lot of people waiting a long time, so I know you've been waiting a long time too. But we're gonna go rapid fire. Final thoughts on the last episode or on this most recent episode?
Loved it, and I needed to be next week about 10 minutes ago.
Honestly,
I love the feeling of being like just anticipation,
excited.
Yeah,
Well, that's why I'm like, you know,
it feels like the movie is coming out each week.
yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah,
it does.
right.
Yeah.
Good point.
Oh,
Good
that's
point.
the best feeling, right? It's like I am excited for next week, but also we got to take in every moment, guys. We got 2 more episodes, and we have to wait a year.
Oh,
God!
So
Will you shut your mouth? No.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm just
but
They need to-
Kenobi
they
is
need to
filming.
announce more
Kenobi
series
is filming
officially now.
next month.
Yeah,
Kenobi's filming,
Fett's-
Bad
the
Batch
Boba
is
Fett
coming
series
up.
is filming as well.
There it is.
So
There it is.
series should be filming soon.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you much, man. Do you have a podcast or anything you want to
No, not
plug?
really.
Well, then, hell yeah, man.
Thanks,
Well, then, thank you for
Kyle.
coming up.
Thanks
I'm
for
just going to ask people if they want to plug stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, this is, but yeah, man. Thank you so much
it
for coming
forward,
on. Thanks
No
for
problem.
supporting your channel, and hope you enjoy all the Mando content we've been putting
And
out.
see you in the
You guys
chat.
too. See ya.
See you in those
ya,
chats, man.
buddy.
Thank you so much,
Kyle.
man.
Hey, bye.
Bye, Kyle.
Sweater game was strong.
That was
Oh,
a very
yeah.
strong sweater game.
Great Twitter game. All right, let's see here. Let's move on to the next. We got Ari, who was on last week. What's up, Ari?
What's going on? Doing
Wait,
good.
were you on our show or Steele's last week?
Nah, yeah, I was on Steele's.
Steele's, that's right. I remember. I was on that show. Ari, man, thoughts on the episode, man?
Oh, I mean, I've always been one of those people who's thought, yeah, Boba Fett, I love him, but pretty overrated. But tonight, I mean, gee,
Right.
safe to say I love him now. I mean, far out.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. let's go.
Also, this is what I remember. Ari.
Yeah.
Last week.
Oh no.
He was flexing, guys. He was flexing on what time it is. So what time is it over there in Australia?
Yeah. Oh, we better hurry this stuff. I'm getting quite tired. It's like 10 p.m. I mean,
10 p.m. It's 10 p.m.
10 p.m.
no, I'm joking.
It's
I'm
10
joking.
p.m. tomorrow, isn't it?
Hey, he's getting quite tired. It's 10 p.m. It's 5:13 in the morning. You know, Ari.
No,
Ari single-handedly made me want to move to Australia last week because we were talking to him and he goes, "Yeah, it's like the show comes out about 8 p.m.
Oh,
Like it's like you're watching
Perfect.
Modern Family. It's
Prime
like you're
time.
watching the news. Like I'm so jealous. But all right, thoughts on the episode? Maybe what was your
Oh,
favorite
you got
part of
real
the episode?
triggered there, bro.
I'm sorry, man.
yeah. Noah's getting really upset right
5
now.
in the
Yeah.
morning.
Calm,
All right.
calm down, Noah. Yeah. No, look. Honestly, I was expecting like a really slow episode after last week. You know, with all that happened, but you know, after and you know, like you were saying earlier with the thumbnail, I was like, oh, gee, we're going back to Navarro. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But no, like, we really got into it. And I mean, the thing that's really intriguing me is all the stuff with Grogu on the stone and like his little force field and all that. Like, I honestly feel like he was probably a Jedi that sensed his presence, or he was like communicating with one.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like Ezra and Luke are the only 2 possible candidates. I know you guys were talking about Cal, but I don't see that too likely. But yeah, I don't know. I love Ezra so much. He's my favorite Star Wars character. So if he came into live action, I'd be thrilled, but I'd be skeptical because I want to know all this stuff. You know what's been going on with him for the last like 4 or 5 years or however long.
That's
So
interesting. You said Ezra is your favorite Star Wars character?
yeah, absolutely.
Wow,
Really?
That's an awesome choice, actually.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Wow, that's
What I really want to know is why Ahsoka and Sabine apparently just waited like 10 years to go looking for him if the Rebels epilogue is after Mando.
They're a little busy, you know.
All right, let me ask you. Like, so I don't know if you watched. We did a Kessel Run Radio live a couple days ago. And we talked about this. Do you think that Mando? Thank you. Do you think? do you think that episode? Do you think that Mando episode came out before the Rebels epilogue, or do you think that takes place before the Rebels epilogue?
Oh, right. I really hope so. Like, I'm not after what Filoni said. I'm confident that it does because. But yeah, I hope so. That's all I'd say.
And so, also, if you had to. Since I'm pretty sure if Ezra's your favorite character, you've spent time kind of fan casting his live action role. Yeah. You down for this Rahul Kohli stuff? Is that your choice?
Yeah, absolutely. I met him a few years ago at a Comic-Con in Australia. And he's the best bloke. So and just come on, like it just looks everything. Come on,
absolutely,
it'll be great.
Yeah.
He is Ezra's dad, a little bit younger. Honestly,
literally, he looks exactly like his dad.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that happens, and maybe somehow by the end of this is the reaction out. The reaction's out.
It is out. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, guys, don't leave the stream, but it's just warning you. The reaction.
Don't do it. They're all leaving.
No, but thing is, I really hope we see Raul Coley. Maybe by the end of the season, we'll see him pop up. Ari, do you think we have a chance to see him that?
Oh, I mean, there's always a chance. I didn't think we get any more Boba Fett this season, but here we are. So, it's more unlikely than likely, but I'd love to see it. But if we do see it, they got to do it right.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, plug your Instagram, by the way, because I know you have an Instagram. What's your Instagram?
Just at Star Wars Analyst. Also, listen to my podcast, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, all that.
Heck
Check
yeah.
it out.
Absolutely,
awesome.
Ari's a cool guy. I really enjoyed talking to him on Steele's show last week, and thank you for popping in here, man. We're probably gonna move on to the next guest.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
Go check out Star Wars Analyst, the podcast, and the Instagram page, and all that stuff, man. Thanks so much.
Ari.
Later, Ari.
See you later.
See you, bud.
Later, man. Have a good night.
I have to add one thing that still blew my mind was the recaps and just seeing Ahsoka again. I'm just like, that is a real thing that happened last week. That actually happened.
I was sitting there watching it going, oh, fuck, that happened.
That happened, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just so wild that I was telling Corey this a lot. It's like, after seeing Ahsoka Tano live action, after live action Bo-Katan, which was after Cobb Vanth and the return of Boba Fett, it's like, bro, I'm done. Like, how do we have 3 more episodes? Like, I'm satisfied.
Right.
Honestly, yeah.
By now,
So we're looking at
it's crazy.
We're looking at previously on Mandalorian screen, and it's like,
could have given us 3 Toro Calican episodes, and I would have been like, fuck it, it's fine.
Right.
Yeah, that's why it is possible that Ezra comes back. Like it.
No, really,
the things they're pulling out of their ass. Ezra's very possible.
Anything's possible.
I just can't believe how much lore and just character and world building they've been able to do in 6 episodes. This is basically the equivalent of 2 Star Wars films so far.
Yeah,
and we're on to the last one. The last 2, and I just can't even imagine what else they have up their sleeve. Even just seeing the Darksaber being ignited in this episode was like, oh, right, there is that.
There's that going on.
I forgot.
Right.
That's another Clone Wars reference there. My bad. Yeah. It's just like, it's just so exciting that we keep getting those little nods to things we love and things we've seen before and the promise of what's to come.
Don't forget after the Frog Lady, too.
Frog Lady.
We cannot forget about Frog Lady.
I don't think Claire's forgotten about
No one's forgotten about Frog
and the
Lady.
bath.
The bath. The vibe bath, as I call it.
Vibe bath, yes.
Vibe. It was a pure vibe.
So you guys are calling it the vibe bath? I love
vibe
that.
Bath.
The vibe bath.
Of course.
All right, let's bring in our next guest to talk about the episode. We got Damn Cam. He was here last week. What's up, man?
What's up, guys?
How are you?
How you feeling?
I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie. It's about 6:30 here right now.
Welcome to the life of a YouTube content creator talking about the Mandalorian, buddy.
Long time no see, man. Like what? A whole week?
Seriously,
I know, right?
whole week. Thoughts on the episode, my man?
Honestly, I gotta say I really did like it better than last week. I know Ahsoka was in.
Whoa, that's actually
wow.
I think it's totally fair because it's
because
I didn't love the surrounding episode either too much, to be honest with you. Like, I
was
love
Ahsoka.
it.
If it was a different character in it, I most likely wouldn't have liked it as much. But Ahsoka made the episode.
Right.
This one
exactly.
it really progressed the story. It was like what we've been waiting for the entire season finally happened this episode. Took 6 episodes to get to this point, I guess. It's been good. It's just it's always a side quest, another side quest, and then do this for me and I'll help you here. Finally, there was something that we've all been waiting for,
Yeah.
A lot of action. I'm always surprised about how useless stormtroopers are every time I see them.
Right.
No, for sure.
But
I think you're saying this was the first time that we got, a really, really big thing that moved the plot in a very big way. The capture of Grogu is pretty massive, and I can't imagine it's going to be easy to get him back. I don't think this is. I do believe we're going to lose characters. I think we're going to lose characters. So
what if okay, let me ask you this, Corey.
Yeah.
Dan, I know Cam, this is your time to shine, but we'll get to you. But the thing is, I have a question for Corey.
Okay.
Actually, I don't even know what I should call you. I think I asked you last week. Is Cam okay? Can I call you Cam?
Yeah, call me Cam. You're good.
Cool. But Corey, Bo-Katan,
yes,
fights Moff Gideon,
yes,
dies.
I'll be checked on.
But
Bo-Katan can't die.
No, she is immortal.
Bo-Katan ain't dying.
Not if she's going to appear in a series.
What? That's true. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a series of development. With
That's
her.
true. So I guess she probably doesn't.
But
die.
unless we're wrong, which we never are. So
which never are.
Have been.
No, but let me ask you this, Cam. Let me ask you: if you had to choose, or not choose, but if you had to predict one character that might bite the dust this season, who would it be?
No, thank
know
you.
the hard question.
I put on. I hope. I don't know. Maybe Boba Fett. So
I could
No.
see it happen.
I don't think so.
Just so Mando can have the ship, something new to fly in, get around in.
No, I
But-
do think
Yeah,
I
I don't think so.
I saw that a lot in the chat actually earlier when we were talking about the Slave One.
Yeah.
I think that Mandalorian might actually, Boba Fett might die. Mando takes over the Slave One.
I don't know. I could see it,
dude.
but also
Yeah.
you can't just put him out there at this point and like. I don't know. He's such a beloved character that it seems like a waste to throw him out there and to throw such an iconic ship, such a Slave One, out there, and then being like,
Right.
never mind.
And
What
then
if-
this is our chance to finally to do a backstory and to to give him something that all the Boba Fett haters out there that say that he doesn't have
That
a
was
backstory.
me.
He's
I'm
just
not
a
gonna
cool-
lie to you.
That's me. That's
Right.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and if he's-
fine. But now at least we might get a backstory on what he went through after
And-
the Sarlacc pit and give him a
Right.
little bit of substance, which is awesome. And if they kill him off, they're wasting an opportunity.
It's like it's giving him a backstory that is worth the level of hype that came over
Mhm.
him standing there and doing nothing and flying a ship in Empire Strikes Back.
That's right.
And I
That's
know,
right.
but that's
Yeah.
not saying that I don't like Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I'm just not team number one hype train Boba Fett.
Right. Yeah, that's fine.
But I think that
He's
now
not
is
frog. He's not
time-
Frog Lady, Claire.
He's
I get
not. He's really not Frog
Nobody's
Lady.
Frog
okay?
Lady.
Let's
Nobody's
be
Frog
honest.
Lady.
Let's be honest. I'm going to do a Frog Lady tangent. Here's the thing.
Mhm.
We do not great. Frog Lady and Frogman
Padme,
are the
Anakin.
romance that Star Wars Padme and Anakin are not a great couple to emulate. Frog Lady and
No,
Frogman,
they're not. They're not.
they are the couple to emulate right here. Okay, you don't have to have children. That's like not if it's not part of your plan, don't do it. But that being said, if you're sitting here like I will go across the galaxy. I will enlist, like I will do anything for my love. Y'all can laugh at me all you want. I don't care, boys.
I'm not laughing at you, baby.
But I'm just saying, the Frog Lady, Frogman, they are the couple Star Wars needs. Thank you. That is my TED.
But we don't know what the Frogman was doing on that planet without her. That's the problem.
No,
I don't
he's
trust
trying to
Frogman.
make his own way in the universe. He's he's an amphibious being on a water planet. Okay,
I know,
That
that's what
boy
I'm
is
saying.
making them bank to support the children for their future. Okay, that's what's going on. You know,
All right.
no?
Why was
I
she
believe
on
you.
Tatooine? Doesn't
That
make
is a
sense to
better
me.
question. I will say that is
there
a
it
better
is. That's what I'm
question.
saying. Yeah. Why is
Mhm.
she on Tatooine?
They should be
Let's
together.
let's be honest. She's running spice. I think that's what's going on.
Very possible.
Like she's not going to feed all those babies without running spice.
True.
I just want to say that
A hustle.
Fennec Ship as a robotic tummy. Go ahead.
I hate the word tummy.
I
By
know.
the way, it's one of my
Tummy's in the
Imagine
chat.
having no
Tummy,
belly
tummy,
button.
tummy, tummy.
Tummy's in the chat, everybody. Tummy's in the chat. That's funny. Okay, here's the thing, though. I want to say, Claire mentioned that some of the Star Wars relationships are toxic, and I mentioned how someone mentioned Anakin and Padme. And went, Anakin choked her out. Corey gave me the look and went like he raised an eyebrow.
That was supposed to be shared.
Corey showing his true colors here.
Who
not
knows?
supposed to be shared, but here we are.
Maybe that was just something
Corey's-
that Padme did.
That's what Corey's into. I get it. Okay. All right. All right.
Corey's preference.
Woo. So I got a super chat, Cam. Before we let you go, do you think Din? Let me ask, Cam. I'm asking you this question right now. All right.
All right.
Do you think Din will force Grogu to leave him, and Mando will have a really sad ending at some point? The episode shows that he's determined to return him to the Jedi. Do you think we could see, Din leaving Grogu with the Jedi?
No, I don't think so. There's no show without Mando and Grogu. You know, like what are they gonna do?
I agree with you there.
Yeah, I agree. I
totally right.
Yeah, I really don't think they can really. Think that's why they didn't leave him with Ahsoka. I mean,
yeah, no, there's no way they're gonna do that, right? Like
they can't.
Baby Yoda or Grogu. It's taking so much getting used to.
Yeah.
It is literally it is their biggest moneymaker.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's carrying the Walt Disney Company right now.
Yeah, seriously, honestly. Yeah. So, all right, Cam. Well, man, we're gonna get on to the next guest, but thank you so much for coming on.
I just want to say real quick, never expected to see freaking Iron Man in Star Wars, bringing Marvel to Star Wars. Like,
That's right.
John Favreau going back to his roots.
Damn Favreau.
But
good for
I
you.
thank you guys for having me. I'll
sure,
maybe see you next week.
Yeah, dude. Keep making it happen. 2 weeks in a row.
It's nice to see you, Cam.
I think we're gonna give
you
out
too.
If you come on 5 weeks in a row, which
Hey,
actually,
if you come in 5 weeks in a row, where we got those posters at? We got
we got some posters.
we got
Actually,
some
3 weeks.
Ahsoka.
3
Yeah,
weeks. So damn,
producer.
Cam. So everybody, if
Cam,
y'all come in
Cam.
3 weeks in a row, we got some Ahsoka posters to give away.
Yeah.
Look, here we go. So
buddy.
Cam, if you come on next week, if you're able to get
I'll
on,
take
if you're
it.
able to get through all the traffic,
Nice. Look at that.
you'll get this Mandalorian Ahsoka poster sent to you in the mail.
We got 3 of them. We're going to be doing a lot of giveaways for the finale of the
The Mandalorian.
So we got 3 Ahsoka posters. We'll have some. I'm assuming we'll get a Boba Fett poster. Coming up.
Yeah,
so we'll probably have some of
for
those.
sure. We'll give away some Boba Fett posters as well. Oh,
I'll put it right next to Gerald.
Headphones.
The llama
Nice.
best.
Yes,
Nice.
thank you, Gerald.
The llama
Oh,
best.
it's good to see him again. Llama.
All right, Cam.
Llama
Thank you
love.
so much for coming on.
Yes, thank you guys. Keep it up.
For sure, man. Thank you. We'll talk to you later.
Hi, Cam.
That was the llama that made me question reality. Like this time a week ago when Ahsoka showed up, and I'm like, "What's real? What's not?" There's a llama on the wall. It's 6 a.m.
He's wearing glasses. What's happening?
That's right.
All right. Well, let's just bring on the next guest. Actually, we got a double dipper, as he said in his own words. We got Levi back.
I would be honest.
Come full circle.
I didn't think that I was still in the Streamlabs. I thought, hey,
you're here,
hey.
but
well,
here I am. Hey, Raj. Hey, Raj.
Hey, what's
Last
up,
time I was
Levi?
here, it was Steel. Now I got a Raj.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah.
So a couple things. I was just on the Star Wars League subreddit, and apparently that actually was filmed in California. Apparently someone saw like a year back, like there was a post on there that they thought there was some fan filming out there, but it was actually The Mandalorian. So that really is California.
I was gonna say this was a pretty good fan film this week. Very
what a
good
great
fan
fan
film.
Oh my god! I remember that the pictures of the stormtroopers
Turbo.
in the
Yeah.
field.
Hi, Turbo.
Yeah, no.
Turbo.
Yeah, and you know what? They thought like they saw someone with a hat on, and they thought it was Dave Filoni, but it was actually Robert Rodriguez.
Oh yeah, he wears a hat too.
So it all makes
twist.
sense.
That's awesome.
So there you go.
Levi's our field reporter, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's the guy who goes out to the field. He goes. When we're not able to get on Twitter and Star Wars leaks. He's there. For us.
I'm on Star Wars leaks, but come on, they're kind of they give the people here a pretty bad rap. Like it's pretty messed up.
Sorry, that was.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
No, I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not even gonna do it.
Like Corey and Noah's Ahsoka scoop got totally confirmed. Dead
by the
radio
way,
silence from Reddit.
We got totally confirmed. I put it on Star Wars leaks. They don't even fucking pick it up. They don't even talk about it.
I know it's crazy.
Isn't that something?
Haters. They're hating.
And Mike Zero told me that Brie Larson ruined Star Wars. So what are we talking about here?
That's right.
What's
In
going
Brie
on?
we trust. In Brie we trust. Go to tpublic.com/catch-a-run-train.
What's going on?
For your in Brie we trust shirt.
Yeah, in the link below.
Okay, about the episode actually, because I can talk about the episode now.
Actually,
So
this time talk about the episode.
at the end there, when Moth is with Baby Yoda or Grogu, sorry, with Grogu, you guys were talking about the end scene. You thought that he was gonna, scare him with the Darksaber. Well, I watched it twice because I'm on the West Coast, so it comes out at midnight, so I'm able to. It was pretty short. I watched it twice before you started streaming. On my second viewing, Grogu is actually like using the Force against the Darksaber, and Moff Gideon is like resisting against it and pulls away.
Really?
Yeah, like they're
Ooh.
actually having like a struggle there. I thought Moff Gideon was going to use the Force, but like you can see like Giancarlo is visibly like shaking in his acting and like pulls it away and he goes, So like that's why that line goes where he's like, "Oh, you're not ready for this yet." Like he's pulling at it, with the Force. And I didn't notice that on my second time, but I thought that was
that's crazy. That actually makes sense. That makes sense because I remember him. That line seemed weird to me. That he was.
I noticed.
You're not ready for this. Yeah.
Do you guys think that Moff Gideon is indeed going to be Force sensitive?
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely because people were going on and on about Snoke and Palpatine, and I think that the technology, the research, the R&D that Moff Gideon is doing may eventually lead to something to do with that. But Dr. Pershing says volunteer singular, which is definitely Moff Gideon. He's talking about the donor, which is now confirmed to be Grogu. He says in this episode we have the donor. I think he's trying to infuse himself with midichlorians, and because my
infuse himself.
Yeah, because my logic is Moff Gideon is this big Empire diehard, and he knows that Vader and Palpatine, the core of the Empire, have the Force. That's what made them so powerful. So his logic is, if I can get the Force, then I can, fill that
the galaxy.
Void. If I can be a new Vader Palpatine, just give me some of that M count blood, get me up there. And I think it's going to be a classic. Obviously it's Star Wars. So Claire.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're all good.
Boy. I'm sorry, my cat just knocked over
There
my
you go.
Is that Duke? Yeah.
And what I was thinking when I was watching it also is that Gideon doesn't really give a shit about going in. There's no he's not scared at all of Grogu messing with him. So he's got to have something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I was feeling that too.
I think there's like a 50-50 shot of him actually becoming Force sensitive by doing this, or finding out that that's not how the Force works, and
I think he's going to die. I think that's what's going to get
or
him.
he could die, and because I mean, like, I know it's not canon, but it's honestly the lines between what's canon and what's not are blurring more and more with this show because of how many things they're just bringing in like it's nothing. And so again, like kind of going back to Plagueis, which I think the Plagueis novel delves into the midichlorians the most out of anything in Star Wars. Yeah,
more because they try to resurrect Tenebrae and another pushback on the Force. Crazy.
Yeah, right. So, like the Plagueis got to a point where he was able to bring people, back and forth, and he was doing that in front of Palpatine and freaking him out. But like you're never able. I don't think he was ever able to he increased his own midichlorian count. I remember that was in the book. But I don't recall there being a point where he said or he mentions that it's possible to artificially infuse someone with midichlorians.
Hey Ross,
what's up?
Not canon.
What did I just say? They're pulling things from
he's saying that they're meshing canon, not canon.
I can pull from canon, right? We
not canon.
What?
This guy, man.
Hold on, Corey.
I think Noah, you need to go watch some sports. Is what you need to do.
The host of the show is trying to talk. What are you gonna say?
Oh, well, you said it's not canon. I was going to say there's the doors over there.
The doors over there. Okay, you make me leave. All right.
Spoken, Noah. How about that?
Levi, by the way, buddy. Levi. You got fans in the chat, buddy. You got fans, all right? Here's the deal. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to go on the podomatic.com. You're going to start a podcast. You're going to start talking about Star Wars on said podcast. You're going to start your own Star Wars podcast.
Call it the Vamp.
Call it the Vamp. Or the
you should definitely have one, buddy.
Man. She came on earlier in the show. I told him, doesn't he have a great podcast voice?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
great podcast takes.
We're like the
just come on the Sith list. We already have like 9 hosts. You can just
I was gonna say. Listen. I'm in the middle of college right now. I don't know if I can start my own podcast, but I'll be happy to guest on some other podcasts. I love talking Star Wars. But before, I want to get back to the point. You're talking about the M count stuff. What we know in canon, right? By the time of the Rise of Skywalker, even Palpatine's, clone body is like constantly degrading. Like they still don't exactly have it down, right? It's still not good. It's not a pleasant thing to infuse Force. It's it's dark science cloning. Secrets only the Sith knew. I think that
Skywalker reference, everybody.
yeah,
Oh my God.
I think that Moff Gideon is going to eventually, because this is Star Wars, right? So ultimately, if the bad guys win, they ultimately lose because it's not the right thing to do. So he's gonna infuse himself, and it's just not gonna go well. It's gonna mutate, or it's just gonna get him, because that's not how the Force works.
Yeah, and the Force is like sentient in many ways and pushes back.
For sure.
Yeah,
in that Darth Plagueis novel, in the Legends, Anakin is the pushback of. And before the Rise of Skywalker, I was a big proponent of in The Last Jedi when Snoke says, light rises or dark rises light to meet it. I thought that was enough for me, for Rey. I was like, yeah, that's enough for me. Like, that's legit. That's just how the Force is.
Right.
Explanation for how it happened. Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I think to some extent that still is true, but I like that.
Hold up.
Yeah.
I think. Are you singing a song, Noah? What is Noah doing?
Hey, Rush.
He's about to drop his mixtape.
Listen. Darkness rises and light to meet it.
Oh my lord!
All right, that's all I wanted to do. All right,
that was accurate.
That was accurate.
Levi, man.
Hold on, for Corey, I'll be right back.
Oh!
For you coming up.
I love his Blade Runner poster. Fantastic.
It's not fives. But I got my Rex.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bring your Rex up. Bring your Rex up to the left of you.
Levi, props on that Blade Runner poster.
He's
man.
He's magnetized.
Fantastic.
Thanks for showing.
I've got a Lego Rex hanging out right here on my desk.
There he is. Is that a custom?
Yeah, that's decaled by AV Figures.
Character. You just say one.
Because you know why? Because he's a fucking nerd. That's why.
I mean, dude, look at me.
He's behind us right now.
Ross, I love what you do. I love
Thanks,
what
man.
you do.
Levi, that's the first fan of. Okay, but do you love what Kessel Run Transmissions does?
Yeah, of course.
All right,
good.
He's
here.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I'm here, man.
No, you know what? I'm just tired of this MGF custom.
Come on, man.
Last week we had a whole
5:30 in the morning. If you do not.
Last week we had a whole guest talking about. I just have always watched MGF custom. Give Ross too much credit, but Levi, man, thank you for coming on.
Can I get
serious?
One more thing in. I gotta get one more thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can't. I don't know if I want to pick up my laptop, but this whole shelf, like I pointed out earlier, this is for Raj, or this one rather, is all Star Wars canons. Well, it's more than just Star Wars canon. I have Legend stuff too.
Right.
But this is also from Star Wars Leaks. So anyone in this, spoilers for maybe season 3. This is super light spoilers though.
Oh, what you're talking about? Yes.
This is just a light character appearance. And over here, I got some comics on the wall because I love the comics. I saw on Star Wars Leaks that, well, firstly, I'll preface this with The Mandalorian has been great for bringing stuff in, right? That is what I'm really loving about The Mandalorian. It is bringing in, it's pulling from everywhere. You got Cobb Vanth from the books, you're pulling from Legends, Ahsoka's obviously from the show, you're seeing everything. And I read on Star Wars Leaks that the Wookiee, the bounty hunter, Black Chrysanthemum from the Dr. Aphra comic is going to be in Mandalorian season 3. I'm like,
what?
Come on, that's crazy. Like, it makes sense. He worked with Boba Fett in the comics. Like, it tracks. Like, I don't see. He's a Wookiee.
That's rad.
He lives for a long time. I was like, that is just, and it's not even like a big thing. It's not. Whoa, this is crazy, groundbreaking. But just to see a character, another character from another medium, it just all tracks in the bounty hunter world. I love it. I love seeing.
Well, that's what Ross was saying. They're organically bringing all these different things in.
It just makes sense. So it makes it good.
I also would say that if for Mando season 3, just a little tease, maybe a little tease. I feel like the character.
A little scoop, maybe a little scoop.
No,
no scoop.
Is this the Rebels sequel trailer?
Are we getting it?
Levi, stop. Here we go.
How dare you?
Your bingo card. It wasn't me this time, guys.
We were. It was going very well.
Levi, I thought we were gonna be best friends.
I'm sorry. No, I ruined it.
All right.
No, what were we gonna say though?
All right.
You didn't even say the thing. You gotta say it.
I feel like Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, is there a little Jar Jar Binks
Yeah,
action
you know,
going on in the live action realm?
I saw all this Naboo stuff. I think I don't know if we're seeing Jar Jar. I don't know.
Hey Levi,
Oh, we're going to
tell you a
Naboo
little
next
something.
season.
Let me
Let's
tell you-
go.
Hey, Levi,
Let's do
let me
it.
Tell you a little something.
Oh,
You're the scooper, yeah.
The two-handed microphone thing is like he's serious when he does
He's the
this.
Star Wars
Yeah.
inside.
It's like Eddie
me.
Vedder from Pearl Jam. He's just like
Yeah.
he's getting ready to go.
Wow.
Tell me, Noah.
No, I think you're in the world between worlds, my dude.
Like 5. No, the thing is, Levi, I think you're wrong, buddy.
Yeah, I think I might be
All
too.
of that for I think you're wrong.
But the thing is,
What a good year for Chuck Wendig though. If they're bringing in
Right.
Jar Jar and he's
Isn't he
going to be
the
the jester,
Isn't Chuck
it's like,
Wendig the best?
he's really Chuck Wendig's just like, all right, I did it.
All right,
like
Levi,
Jar Jar is just in the
Levi.
street and Din like accidentally kicks him when he's walking through Theed, and that's it.
Did I hear it?
Yeah, he trips
Hey
straight
now,
trips
hey now,
over.
hey now,
Don't be nice to Jarge.
Did you guys hear?
Hey, I
that-
love Jar Jar.
hey now,
Did you guys
Ross.
hear that the Disney investors meeting next week, which they will be
4 hours.
Yeah.
4 hours long.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be
What?
4 hours long.
Let me tell you
of reveals.
something.
yeah. Corey's gonna be on it.
The
You're gonna
series
talk to Bob.
announced.
Good talk
Series
to Bobby.
announced.
Oh, which
Rebel
both
prequel
Bobs? Yeah.
announced. All right, here's the
Bobby
deal,
Square.
Levi. I gave you enough time to create a podcast because I told you. I told you last time to make a podcast, buddy.
I'm sorry. No, I don't have the time.
Drop the
I will.
ball. All right,
Yeah.
here's the deal. I'm about
Plan
to
for the
I'm about
future.
to go make a podcast called The Levi Show. All right.
No,
And the
no,
thing
no.
is, buddy.
I'll put my contact information in the secret
No,
thing, and then you can.
Actually, the chat has been wondering.
Plug.
The chat has been asking you. Drop the social medias,
Gosh, no, guys.
bro. You
I
got
hate to break. No, let me tell you.
people right now.
I
waiting
hate
on your
to
social
break it to
media.
you. I'm not big on. I don't have an Instagram. I don't have a Twitter. I mean, I watch all these things, but I stay off of it. I have a Snapchat though.
That's why you gotta get the
But I try to.
You are very smart, Levi.
I try to
Do you
keep
talk
up.
about, do you talk about
If-
Star Wars on the old Snapchat?
If I were a Star Wars fan and I had a Twitter, I would hate Star Wars right now, probably.
That's
Oh, dude.
You know,
Wow.
you know,
Levi actually said the most wise thing of all time.
like
Levi's like Yoda right now.
I
Yeah,
have
right.
been. Oh, okay. You know, he hit me with it was some knowledge. Us Star Wars fans, we got to really take the lessons of Star Wars more seriously when we're going to watch these movies. You know, listen to what Yoda said. You know, what's in there? Only what you take with you. People coming into
Yep.
these movies, coming into these shows, and they're just killing themselves watching these movies. Just enjoy it, man. It's just Star
that's what I'm
Wars.
saying.
It's just Star Wars. So
Yeah.
I don't have a
Be
Twitter, and
happy.
I've loved
For
it all.
God's sakes, be happy,
you.
people. We're spoiled
Exactly.
right now. Just be happy with what you get.
And here's the thing, though: if you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you don't
Exactly.
like it. Guess
No,
what? There's
Claire-
still stuff we both like. Like
Claire-
what you like, and don't dwell on the stuff that you.
That
don't
is
like.
really important to say because people got a lot of opinions and you don't have to like anything. But what
You don't
Araj
have
said
to like everything. You
is
don't.
totally true. Preach it, man. I've just been enjoying everything. Or you were saying that
Ain't that a
it's a
fact?
blessed time. The last 5 years have been crazy as a
It's
Star
been
Wars fan.
nuts.
I'm like, I get all this stuff. It's great. It's great.
Oh, you're right.
Absolutely. Levi, all right, man. Well, the thing is, thank you so much for coming on. You've been a fantastic guest. Really, it's been a lot of fun. Make sure you come on next week. We're going to do this for the rest of the Mandalorian.
Not, you
Great
know
name.
what though? I can't take it from not the best guest. Nate, what was his name? Nate, right? Who's girlfriend?
Nate, right? Okay.
What a
the
guy.
girlfriend meta thing. Yeah, that
You
was.
know,
was-
the thing
yeah,
is, now, Levi, if your girlfriend did theater with Claire,
I know my girlfriend doesn't know Claire, but I would love
That's
to
okay.
know
We
that.
could be friends. We could be friends.
who
Okay,
knows?
okay.
Levi, seriously though, follow us on the socials, and honestly, I'll have you on the show in the future if you do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, same here, Levi.
On the
You're-
social.
You're not
the
even on the
Snapchat.
socials.
I don't have.
That's
I'll
the thing.
Doesn't have the
put my
social.
Snapchat in the thing, in the special thing,
All
the
right,
Streamlabs thing, so you can get in contact with me. I would love to talk to all of you again.
You're the,
That'd be
I'll
great.
deal with Levi. I'll make it
We'll
with you
catch you
right
next
now.
time, man.
I swear to
Make a
God, no.
Twitter
If you say
account.
make a podcast, oh, okay.
No,
I'm not gonna make a podcast.
all I'm asking you to do is make a Twitter because I'm not going on the whole Snapchat.
Hey, Levi, do not make a Twitter, my friend.
Don't make it
Yeah.
Twitter. You'll be happier without one.
You know, actually, that's facts. Just call in because that's as far as you can get without
Mhm.
being.
There we go.
indefinitely.
Man, but I want to. Okay, I will say I did make a Twitter once, and it was for Make Solo 2 happen. I tweeted that hashtag, and that was it.
That was it.
That was worthy.
And then I
Bring it back.
deleted the Twitter.
Seriously.
I said nope.
No, all right, man. Well, we'll see you later on, man, and hopefully we'll get you on next week.
Later, Levi.
Later,
man.
Champion, man. He's
All right,
great.
Here's the deal. I'm gonna go hit the restroom, and next up, Ronan Unchained.
Wait,
You better
no,
be
I
ready.
gotta take off and go to sleep, man. I gotta wake up in 3
Dude,
hours.
2 hours.
Sure, man. I mean, holy moly.
Everybody's dropping like
We're
flies.
about done, but we got a few more guests who've been in here a long time. We got Ronan Unchained and Aiden Talk Star Wars, and after that, we'll wrap it up. But Raj, thanks so much for coming on, man.
Oh my God.
Hi,
Aiden
Benny.
Yeah,
I
of
always
course.
call them so I can finally apologize.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for having me again. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Good morning, Raj.
All
See you
right.
later.
All right. Good morning, Raja Press.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
All
All right,
man,
guys.
later on.
Take care. Later.
Bye, buddy.
Bye.
You know, it's funny. Like every time I'm Claire's on the show, we get.
Oh, darn! I'm sorry, Ronan. I accidentally just kicked Ronan.
Hey, Ronan, we did not. mean to
Ronan,
kick
I
you,
did
man.
not mean to
If you
kick
can-
you.
if you can
Please
come
join
back in,
again.
that
I
would-
meant to get a Raj out. I'm so sorry, bro.
Wow.
Ronan,
Wow.
Ronan's listening.
Ronan,
There he goes. He's
yeah,
back.
okay,
He's
all
back.
right.
Okay,
Ronan,
he's back.
Ronan,
Good.
buddy. Ronan,
We'll get you
I'm
guys in
sorry. I did not
after-
mean to kick you.
Yeah.
I meant to get a Raj out of here, but I'm gonna go use the restroom. We'll be right back.
Here, while Noah's going to the restroom before Ronan comes on, he just nearly broke that microphone. My lord. Have we even talked yet about the recurrence of Mayfeld?
Well, yeah, Noah tried to bring it up at the start of the show.
So Bill Burr back? Question mark.
Burr.
That's not something that I can possibly say that was going to happen.
Yeah, I had remembered hearing earlier in the year that he was coming back. I don't remember where it came from. Maybe it was like the Hollywood Reporter like put it into like an article real quickly. So I don't recall, but I wasn't shocked about it. And I find it interesting that like Mando is out of all the characters he could like get out of prison. He's like, I want Mayfield to be the one, or the
Right?
Yeah. So
What skill does he have that Mando's really looking for, honestly? Like, I get it that he's trying to break into the Imperial strongholds, get him back, but has he actually established himself as being good at that? I guess so. I guess
mean,
that's how we got on that cruiser.
I just don't get why he wouldn't get everybody then, right? Like,
Right.
why specifically Mayfield and not
Yeah.
everyone else?
That's what
I
I
don't
was
know.
wondering as well, which I'm not complaining. I'm sitting here going,
Yeah.
awesome, because I really liked that character and I love that
Yeah, I love
that
Bill Burr.
episode. But yeah, it's interesting that he's the one that he's like gonna bring back on. Heck
Do you
yeah.
think that we're gonna get a little bit of that mission in the next episode and it'll be like a quick thing, or do you think that might be the focus of it?
I think that might be the focus of it. I don't think
Yeah.
that you can like spring him from jail and have it be like by the way, in between this time period or in these 5 minutes, we got him out of there. So I think that we're going to take some time and actually spring him next episode and then have the finale and have a couple revelations because I've seen the Twitter Dooku. Dukes. Come on.
Dooku,
come on.
the
Come
Count
on,
of
man.
Sereno.
The Count of Sereno does not like what I have to say about this. But that being said, I think that I lost my train of thought. I think that we need to take the time to do that because otherwise, by the way, he's here, is not a good storytelling device. And I think that The Mandalorian has done better than that. And also, I think that episode is somehow going to tie in to the finale in some way. Like we're going to find some important information or Mayfeld's going to know something or, and when we break him out, it'll somehow, and we'll have split time between Gideon and Grogu and breaking him from jail. I think that it's all going to tie together.
Yeah.
Didn't expect it, but sure.
I actually think that it won't be the central focus of the episode, but I am always down to see Boba Fett Fennec Shan and Mando working together to do this. Like that's just in itself like, all right, give that to me. I'm down.
Dude,
yes,
one thing that I actually am kind of hoping for, because I'll be honest, we already got the Prison Break episode in season 1, the full Prison Break episode. I feel like we've kind of been there, done that. So what I would actually like is a new spin on it, where because they now have Boba Fett and Fennec Shand, they are way more efficient. In and out, got Mayfeld, move on with the rest of the episode.
Yeah. What? I missed the last 10 seconds.
Oh my God. Noah just you got recast.
Yeah.
It's a recast. Yeah, it's a reboot. It's the new Noah.
Sorry, yeah, I'm wearing bulb glasses.
This is actually Clout Law, not Outlet Hero.
Yeah, this is Clout Law. This is, oh my God. Sober, too.
My Halloween costume lives on through you guys, so thank you for that.
No, ma'am, these are prescription, Claire. These are prescriptions.
That's a straight lie. Anyways.
Anyway, all right. I don't know what we were talking. We were all in the
talking
middle.
about Mayfield and
Well,
let's bring in
this guy.
We could bring in Aiden talk Star Wars topics.
What's up?
What's up, man? I don't think we can hear you. You muted?
Yeah, I think you're muted.
There we go.
Oh,
can't hear you, buddy.
Might have to adjust your sound settings at the bottom.
Yeah, might have to go down to cam/mic. Make sure you're on the right mic. Wrong mic. Right.
Make sure you're on the wrong mic. Don't make sure you're on the wrong mic.
Oh, I cannot hear Alden right now.
No, it's actually funny, Aiden. I hope you can probably hear us, I'm guessing.
Aiden,
me and Corey do the same thing. We call you Alden anytime you're in
every
the chat.
single come.
Also, Ray Skywalker out here thirsting for all of our guests tonight. Hello, Aiden.
Girl, gotta shoot your shot.
I don't hear you, buddy. Here, buddy. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna here, Aiden. I'm not gonna kick you from the stream, but while you figure out your audio, I'm gonna bring in the next guest. All right, buddy. All right, thumbs up, thumbs up. Ronan Unchained, buddy.
Hello.
I'm sorry.
Hello.
Ronan, buddy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I accidentally kicked you earlier when I was trying to get a Raj out of here.
I freaked out. I'm like, I didn't press anything.
No, I know. I ruined it. I ruined it for you.
No, it's okay. It's okay. How are you guys doing?
Ronan, sorry, I called you Aiden. Ronan, thoughts on the episode, buddy?
I don't think I blinked at all because I was like, all right, we're in Tython already. Cool. I thought
seriously, right?
Foreplay. And the next Slave One. I'm like, oh God, we're not foreplaying again. Oh, all right, go. And then Tamara Morrison, thank God he I imagine he was like, hell yeah, I'm coming back. But it's what I love about this show, that I can show it to my dad who likes Star Wars, but he doesn't follow it. But he'd be like, okay, this feels like those Clint Eastwood movies I'd watch, or that Toshiro Mifune samurai movie that my grandpa told me about. It's like, but then you throw in Katie Sackhoff, and it's like, you have no idea. You throw in Rosario Dawson. But yes, it was stellar.
I really do, because I have so many work friends and my own my own family, and it's just like the casual movie going Star Wars fan that's doesn't really even care about anything else. And they sit there and they go who was this? What does this mean? And I get everybody at work, because obviously I'm the Star Wars girl. They all just come so I watched the episode and was she in something? And then I sit there and they let me geek out of it. Oh, cool. Which is not something I'm used to at all. Right. Very much so. I love it that they can bring all of these different aspects of Star Wars fandom that are the super fan extra bonus material and bring it into the mainstream. It's really fun right now to be us. It really, really is.
I work in a similar scenario as you, Claire, where it's everyone knows that Miguel's the Star Wars guru. They're like, okay, so what does this mean? As I never seen a black saber. What does that mean? It's like, okay,
let me tell you.
What's Han's line from Force Awakens? The Force, the Jedi, all of it. It's all true. It's the same thing. I bought 4 Blu-rays of Rebels, and it counts for every money I dropped, every hour I spent on that. The Clone Wars, even though I know what happens to Ahsoka and the council, I cried for it, and it's like it pays off for all of it.
Yes.
And it gets people interested in it. I heard a lot of it from YouTubers that talked about where Lucasfilm was taking the franchise in it, and people may or may not have thought that inside baseball isn't gonna work, and it's like, no, actually, the people who know the inside baseball get paid off, and for those who don't, are like, okay, I like this character Ahsoka. Is there a book I can read? Is there something? They're like, yes, you can. Here you go. Here's more layer to the character and whatnot.
Exactly. When you do it well, that's going to open the door to so many other, like from the cynical view, so many other like financial possibilities for the Disney Corporation.
Yeah. And I mean, this episode was no less. I mean, I know I talked to a friend of mine who was like, I was worried this was going to be another filler episode. You know, like Legend of Zelda. Go, it's dangerous to fly in space. Take this next in armor and whatnot. And I was like, no, there's something. Even Frog Lady, that episode. I know, to me, that's the one I've watched the least. But still, there's moments of it. Even though, yes, Grogu makes connection with the Force. Yes, Moff Gideon gets him. I loved, and I don't know, but I haven't seen you guys' video because I was watching it as well and trying to make sense of what I saw.
Right.
To me, the moments that caught my heart the most was Mando saying, "Okay, this is what's gonna happen, and you know what to do, right?" And you read into it. This guy wants to fulfill the mission, and yet that silver ball is like, we've been through a lot. How can I easily give you off? Right. And then there's the moment with Boba in the Slave One seeing the light cruiser from Rebels, if my memory's correct, and him saying they're back, the Empire's back, and Finn being like, "That's impossible."
It's
heartbreaking.
I love the moment when Boba says, "It's not a spice dream." The Empire. What an amazing!
A little Star Wars reference there.
And like jumping off of what you said, like he also wants the best for him. He wants the best for Grogu. And so he's like, I need to put this kid's needs above my own. And I get it. It's part of the goal, but this is a major test of, I cannot part from this kid, but I want him to thrive and succeed. It's so heartbreaking to watch those first opening scenes, just him knowing I'm going to do what is best for this kid, even though I'm about to go drink myself into a stupor at Chalmun's Cantina, Chalmun's Cantina on Tatooine.
And it's been from the beginning, right? I mean, it's even season 1. Yes, Din Djarin is more hardened and whatnot, but I know people poo-poo Bryce Dallas Howard's episode Sanctuary, which I adore it.
I love it. Love it.
There's that great moment where it's like, I'm gonna leave the kid here, and Kara looks at him. He's like, traveling with me is no life for a kid. I did my job. He's safe. You better life for him. And that's like,
it's not a life for a kid either. We've kind of come to find out,
Yes. And it's like, guys, the ships and the references and the music and the settings that we saw in a comic or in a video game. Yes, it works for us, but it's those moments that I think we do appreciate more, and hardcore fans will, but I think more in time when people discover this show, they're going to be like, wow. If you break down the armor, you break down the creature of Grogu, there's genuine character development in a show that I think for outsiders was very risky for season 1.
Yeah.
But for us was like, let's just give it a shot. The worst thing could happen is just it's part of the franchise. Not all stuff is strong in Star Wars, but again, it's still part of the family. Look what they did with Clone Wars.
Yeah.
They've delved into the Mandalorian history, which I didn't foresee as a kid, and yet look where we are now.
Yep.
But yeah, this was a beautiful, beautiful episode, and Robert Rodriguez coming in, and I was like, look at the action, look how savage, this Boba was. I didn't expect that.
I didn't either, but you gotta
amazing.
Think, right? Like Robert Rodriguez, I'm a huge fan of his. I'm a huge fan of Robert Rodriguez, so I was excited whenever I found that he was directing an episode of Mando. And the thing is his episodes got to be violent. Robert Rodriguez doesn't have a single film except for maybe Shark Boy and Lava Girl that isn't extremely violent, right? And so, From Dusk Till Dawn is one of my favorite movies of all time. I actually made Claire watch that movie, right?
About 2 years ago on a FaceTime chat while we pressed play at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's insane. That movie's batshit crazy, but the thing
It
is,
is.
you can see the similarities every now and then. And obviously he couldn't go crazy like he did with that movie, right? But there's some similarities, and so I love what Robert did with this episode. And Ron, any final thoughts on the episode before we go on to the next guest?
I was shocked that they even brought up Django and Boba's lineage, where it's like that was right. I looked at my brother. I'm like, are we doing this? Are we bringing that up? Because Olmec, I believe, says Jango Fett was nothing more than a common bounty hunter. I don't know how he got that armor, and it's just like a lot of people are gonna like that stuff's gonna fly over the head, but it's also just like, oh my gosh, they're bringing it up.
But he's the foundling.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the foundling.
I think that's beauty of what George always said. It's poetry. It rhymes. It makes rhymes like the last stanza.
Absolutely. I think
I recommend highly for those. I don't know if you guys have probably bought already, but I highly recommend you guys buy The Art of Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Book is juicy, guys. The stuff they pulled from season 1 and it matches or it continues on in season 2.
Yeah.
Also, casual shout out to Phil Stozak because he is a lovely human being to the core and very freaking talented. Everything he does, I just die over. And I haven't picked it up yet. And I'm sorry, Phil, but I will.
I have a question. Yeah. Do you guys have a director in mind that you'd love to see come in season 3?
Oh, do I ever?
I have one, and I hope that they bring him.
Who's yours?
Kenny Tarkovsky. Oh, Samurai Jack, the original Clone Wars animated show, Primal. It's in
if
his
we're gonna
DNA.
bring Ahsoka back, that would be a great episode to bring her back.
Actually, I have 2 directors, right? I have one that's realistic and one that's the farthest from realistic, right? So the realistic one is Rian Johnson. I'd love to see Ryan do what he can do in the Mandalorian universe, right? And I know literally Gavin, we great minds think alike, buddy. Also, George Lucas would actually be really cool if we found out George got to direct an episode. What else comes through with the one, right? Sassy Brothers would be amazing. That wasn't even my other one, but that would be awesome,
Phil
right?
Lord and Chris Miller.
Phil Lord and Chris Miller. But listen, Claire, I know you might not like this one too much, but
here we go. I know you're gonna say Quentin Tarantino.
Literally.
That's
never
no. That's why I said. That's
No.
why it's unrealistic,
No.
right?
No.
But the thing is,
No.
Robert Rodriguez
No.
and Quentin
No.
Tarantino are best friends. They're best
Yeah,
friends.
but they're very
And so-
different. No.
Is Robert Rodriguez like a massive get?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it's possible.
But also, Quentin Tarantino does not translate to Star
No, he
Wars
doesn't.
super well at all.
But I will say, Claire, I know, and I agree with you. I really do. I think it would be interesting, and I'm going to say I'd love
Interesting
to say
is the word.
It would be interesting. The thing is, he wrote a Star Trek script.
He did. That's not
He's
Star
geeky.
Wars.
He is very geeky. He likes Star Wars and he likes Star Trek. Now, I don't think he'll ever work for Star Wars because of what they did with the Hateful Eight.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was
he got really mad at Star Wars because basically Force Awakens. It's his fault though because he tried to have the release date for the Hateful Eight, his last not his last movie, his second to last movie, come out a week after the Force Awakens, and every theater was showing Force Awakens in every theater as they should, and he went, these fucking theaters are not showing my movie because every theater's thinking about Star Wars.
What's called a brain.
Yeah,
right?
which is
Exactly.
literally
No,
demand. Demand
I
called
would
for it.
just be really. Okay, I'll throw in another one because I know Quentin's super basic. I'd love to see Bennett Miller. Bennett Miller. Shit, is that his name? Oh no, I'm sorry, guys. Hold up. Let me look up. I Bennett Miller. I think is his name, but I
think it's his name.
He directed Moneyball. Hold up. Bennett Miller, yes. Bennett Miller. He directed Moneyball. He directed Capote.
Foxcatcher?
I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
And so I would love to see him do stuff. I just want these really talented directors.
But that has to be a total character driven episode.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
That's
for sure.
like, and first of all, I would love that because we see the cold exterior of Din. We see the helmet. We don't see the facial expressions. To have a character-driven episode specifically for Din I would just just relish in that. I think that would be a really, really good choice. And I think obviously we're starting to see those walls beginning to come down, but I think that would be a really, really, really good directorial choice if we're going to go for let's fucking break Din and make you see every aspect of his heart.
Yeah.
I have to say that as we're talking, I am going through the episode again and just seeing Boba Fett take down stormtroopers in the armor, and even when he doesn't have the armor on, is literally maybe the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because literally, Empire Strikes Back, he's sitting there on the bridge of the Star Destroyers being like, this is disintegrations, and now we're gonna fucking disintegrate every dude that shows up.
I would love this. I would have actually loved it if he disintegrated somebody.
Wouldn't that be cool?
An Imperial. Imagine that. He worked for that.
He would. I would live
love
for
if
that.
he picks up Mando's pulse rifle and disintegrates someone that way, and it's just kind of a quick moment where he kind of gives a nod and is like, "I like this gun" or something. And
Yes, disintegrations.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Boba's got some cybernetics going on.
Wow, there's the sun.
He might actually. He might have some cybernetic. You can't. I really
did on my end over here.
Well, that's the thing. Being in the Sarlacc, it takes 1,000 years to disintegrate or to be digested. So, I mean, you gotta think it's pretty slow. So maybe he doesn't have a cybernetic if he's only in there for. How long do you think Boba Fett was even in the Sarlacc for? Maybe a couple days.
Couple weeks, maybe.
I gotta say,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a jerk. Like, here's the thing, though. Does the Sarlacc digestive juices keep you alive while you're getting disintegrated over 1,000 years?
Yeah.
Because
I
the
think- I
natural
don't think
lifespan
so.
of a
I
human
don't
is
think so.
not. And I know that they're just like, you're gonna get dissolved over 1,000 years. Like, great, I'm gonna die in 5 days. But
Exactly.
over 1,000 years, my body's gonna be gone.
Wouldn't that be some shit, right? What if the juices from the Sarlacc keep you alive for all of the 1,000 years?
Nightmare.
Hang
fuel.
on a minute.
The scars
Were
are
you
there
saying-
to prove it.
Were you saying
Yeah.
that Boba was in the Sarlacc for 5 days?
No, I don't know how long Boba was in the Sarlacc. It couldn't have been that long though. Because
No, I feel like Boba was in and out.
yeah, I genuinely think like right after the scene in Return of the Jedi ends, he's crawling out. I honestly think he might have been in there for maybe 12 hours.
Which means
Not even.
hashtag Salacious lives. I'm just gonna throw that out.
Holy shit! I don't think that's what that means at all. But
Potentially,
that might be
hashtag.
right.
It
Yeah.
was right next to the sail barge. It could have happened.
So, what if, you know what would be crazy, Claire, is if in a Slave 1, Boba picked up Salacious and he's in it. He's it's like his pet now.
I'm literally gonna cry. Don't even suggest it.
Ronan, buddy, we're gonna move on to Aiden. But the thing is, thank you so much for coming on, man. You got? I noticed you have a green screen, and whenever any of our guests have a green screen, I feel like you need to plug something.
Sure. Appreciate it. I'm honored. I do have my own channel.
Mhm.
I've gone in and out because of school and whatnot, but this year was rough, so I was like, you know what? Let me just delve deep to it. Who knows if people would watch that? If I get the chance to interact with people like you guys or other YouTubers that I follow, I'm like, that's what I'm after. But Ronan Unchained is my YouTube channel. You can follow me there, or on Instagram, or on Twitter.
Hell
Boom.
yeah.
Guys, seriously, go
Guys,
follow
make sure to
Ronan
follow
Unchained because I can tell he already makes great content.
Yes.
Ronan, we'll get you. Hopefully, you can come on next week. We're gonna do these for all the immediate reactions, so hopefully, you can come on next week.
I'll be
fun
honored.
chatting.
Thank you guys. Thank you for having me, Ross. Your reactions for Darius and Ahsoka's episodes were gold, and I wish I could hug you, man, and be like, yes, it's all true, man.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
I was being
Likewise.
nerds
Wait till you
for the
see
longest.
when I saw the Slave 1.
It pays off for being nerds for all our lives. I
Hey,
don't care
Ronan.
what the jocks say.
Hey, Ronan, I don't know if you know this, but we also have reactions up too.
I will get to it. I need to take a break. I will get to it. I swear.
No, I'm just kidding, buddy. Thank you so much for coming on, and we'll hopefully we'll see you next week.
It's been nice
This
talking
is
to
the
you,
way.
man.
For sure.
This is the way.
Later on, this is the way. All right, Aiden. We've been waiting long. You've been waiting long enough.
Aiden!
All on the stream.
Yeah, what's up,
You
everybody?
put working next to your name.
Yeah,
Working.
it's a working title. That's just I just threw something on so I could get back into the waiting room. But I really appreciate you guys having me on. This episode was really special for me because I'm a bit of a Legends buff. So actually going to Tython, and I actually thought the representation of Tython really personified what the Jedi are and what they represent and what they are, learn. Specifically, it gave me a lot of feels going back to Empire. When Yoda talks about like luminous beings are we, not this crude matter, and of course Luke training with rocks. Moving on to the sequels, Rey training with rocks. I think it's very fitting. Funnily enough, that the Jedi homeworld is filled with a bunch of rocks because you have to start somewhere. And another thing I would like to touch on in terms of the title of this episode, the tragedy. I think part of the tragedy is actually the story of Boba Fett. And I think that moment is really personified, when he's looking at Din, looking at the wreckage of the Razor Crest. And I just, I came up with a great new Lego set idea where you just get a bunch of, loose Lego pieces and say, oh, destroyed Razor Crest, and slap a $20 price tag on it. Anyway, so going back to the tragedy thing in terms of, Boba Fett's story, I think in that moment, Boba reflected on, what had happened to his dad, Jango, and, the life that he led. And, he joined up with a cause, he joined up with the Separatists. And of course, he was the template for the clone army. And he basically devoted himself to what he thought was the right cause and what was going to be most beneficial for both himself and Boba. But in the end, Jango dies at the hands of Mace Windu.
He doesn't die. He gets absolutely shit on by Mace Windu.
Yeah, absolutely. And further on, it's the same exact theme happens with Boba. Like he takes on this personality being, I'm the best bounty hunter in the galaxy, and like you said in the episode, I answer to no one. But I think there's a bit of a change in his character, especially from that point in the episode to the end where he's like, well, and of course he reveals that Jango was a foundling and, fought in the Mandalorian Civil War. And I think that's another part
I love it.
of the tragedy, that the people of Mandalore would forget one of their own and kind of cast him aside and basically just say, oh yeah, that guy's just a bounty hunter.
Right.
When he actually was a part of
fucking, what's his name?
Mandalorian history. And, one thing I just want to say, a last thing about Boba is he really wants to honor the memory of his dad. Yes. So that's why now I feel like, and I don't think I'm overstepping my bounds, that I can now say that he's kind of become a new foundling. Maybe he doesn't follow a specific sect of, the Mandalorians that we know right now, but I totally think that Boba has become a true Mandalorian, and rightfully so, because I think it really honors the heritage of Jango Fett. And kind of one last thing about Jango, like going into the legend story of Jango, his family was basically killed by the Death Watch, and he was basically picked up by the true Mandalorians, which their leader was Jaster Muriel, and that was actually Jango's father figure. And, many years after Jaster Muriel has died at the hands of Death Watch, Jango's meeting with Count Dooku, and he's like, why do you want to?
I don't know who Count Dooku is.
He's right here.
Where is the
right
cat?
There. But anyway, so Jango's meeting with Count Dooku, and Dooku's like, why would you want to do something like this? Have an unmodified son of unmodified clone of yourself. And basically Jango says, I want it to be the legacy of Jaster Muriel that I couldn't really fulfill, but hopefully Boba can, when he comes of age. And I think I really, really appreciate how they're tying in all this Legends material in it. And probably one of the coolest shots in this entire episode was actually I'm really nerding out right now, and I'm sorry.
Bring it on. This is excellent. Keep going.
So when the Dark Troopers come down from the light cruiser, the Arquitens light cruiser, it reminded me exactly of actually one of the cutscenes from the original Dark Forces games when we actually first see the Dark Troopers being deployed. Now it's a little different because they're in little pods and that, but it's totally like Iron Man feels, and it's so appropriate because of course this is Jon Favreau, and it's kind of to finish off, one meme that I saw on Instagram the other day is that scene in Tross where Kyle's like representing the fan base. He's like, "What could you give me?" And then over here is like Dave Filoni, and he's like, "Everything." And I think that's completely true. And I'm really excited for these next 2 episodes. And I really like the Force stuff we got in this episode because it really shows how strong baby Grogu is. Yeah. And we know that because just look at Master Yoda. Like, he's the Jedi, he's the Grand Master of the entire Jedi Order. Probably at their most prevalent time, probably not at their highest point of power, but probably when they were most prevalent during Clone Wars. So it was really cool to see him send out that Force beacon. And I think someone discussed earlier kind of had a tie into Fallen Order with like the glyphs on the Seeing Stone. Yeah. I think that might be a possibility where perhaps maybe we could see not only Cal Kestis make like a minor cameo, maybe we could also see Luke as well make a minor cameo, and maybe that's how Luke meets one of his first students, by actually a shared connection of feeling Grogu.
Yeah.
I love that.
Aiden.
By the way, one thing that I think we've all kind of forgotten to acknowledge that I think is kind of a big deal. Wasn't as big of a deal in Fallen Order because it's a game, but the Force was physical. You could see it, and it was like Din could see it. It was a very visible force field in this episode. To my knowledge, I'm pretty sure this might be a first in canon. Like, obviously, again, Fallen Order did it, but it's a game.
In terms of like seeing the Force physically, kind of going to a sadder thing. Spoilers if you haven't seen Rebels, but actually during Kanan's death scene when he's holding back the fireball, they just blew up the fuel depot for the TIE Defender project. That's like another instance of where we actually physically see the Force, and even another thing is the Bendu when he turns into that giant storm during season 3 finale, and just really all cool stuff. And I love so much how it ties together, and I feel very, very fortunate to be a Star Wars fan right now, especially that we're getting, and the possibilities for future content, and just what's really important. And this has always been my opinion. If you want to, and this is just my opinion, you can agree or disagree. I feel like if you really want to make good Star Wars content, you gotta put people in there that really love Star Wars and understand the story and understand the themes, because at the end of the day, it's Star Wars's main purpose is teaching us lessons that we can really apply to our lives. And okay, this is like my last thing. I know I've been rambling on for
let it fly, man.
For the Clone Wars, which I grew up on, I was about like 6 or 7 when the movie came out. Like all those quotes at the beginning of every episode,
very impactful.
Very impactful, and they really applied to each episode. Different circumstances, like I think there was one where it's like, keep your friends close, but keep those who you do not trust closer, or something like that. And it's just really cool stuff. And I really, really do appreciate you guys having me on. This has been a really cool experience.
Absolutely.
I do actually have a very small channel. Kind of, if I can do a self plug.
Of course. Go for it, buddy.
So on YouTube, you can find me at Aiden Talks Star Wars Topics. I talk anything and everything Star Wars. I also do have an Instagram. You can find me at the ATST Show. I thought that was kind of a clever name, Aiden Talks Star Wars Topics, ATST, which is also one of my favorite Imperial ground vehicles. But you know, I really appreciate this, guys, and
of course, dude.
You guys, great. You guys make really great content, and I really appreciate what you do.
Dude, thank you so much for saying that, and I hope you all go check out Aiden's channel. I call him Alden.
Sorry, Corey. Hey guys, about the name thing, you know, it's totally fine because even my own family forgets my name sometimes. So don't feel bad about it.
No, bro. You know what, Aiden, I will never forget Aiden from now on.
Aiden, I call you Alden as a term of endearment because you're always
the Aaron Reich. You got the solo vibes, man.
Exactly. You get that Alden name for the solo. So
there you go.
Aiden, thank you so much for coming on, man. You dropped some hella knowledge, stuff I didn't know.
A lot of knowledge.
So thank you so much. I feel like I was at school at times in a good way. So thanks so much.
Absolutely.
I try my best.
I'm really glad you dropped the Dark Forces reference because when I was watching like that episode, it's in the reaction. The minute I saw that shot, I'm like, Dark Forces right there.
Right.
So I'm glad you got that too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he did some Dark Force. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about, honest to God. So, all right.
I've got the graphic novel. You can read it when you come up this weekend, honey.
Okay, cool. I will definitely read that, Claire. Thank you. Aiden, thank you so much for coming on, man.
One last thing before I go. You know, with like the Dark Forces tie-in, you know, of course, with the Dark Troopers, it's totally in the realm of possibility that we might see Kyle Katarn or an archetype or like a rebranded character of Kyle Katarn, maybe. But not in terms of like the Force stuff, but maybe an agent of the New Republic that we see in season 3, which would be really cool. But I do once again really appreciate you guys having me on. And I hope to be on another one of these things maybe next Friday. But thanks so much.
Next week, if you're on 3 in a row, starting today, you can get that Ahsoka poster. That's what make sure you get on next week, and then a week after that, you'll get the Ahsoka poster, man.
All right,
thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys.
Bye, Aiden.
Go check out Aiden's channel, guys. Thank you so much, Aiden, for coming on. Let me bring it out to full screen here.
Can I say one thing about what Aiden said?
Of course.
Like he was talking earlier about the Boba Fett portrayal, and they brought a lot of character development to Boba Fett.
Yeah.
They really did. I'm sorry, it's really late. My voice is going.
I feel that, Claire. I feel that.
I was working all day, and
we got one more guest to come on, and then we can get out of here.
Yeah, I just say Boba Fett, the character like development and the Jango Fett development. Let's be honest though, the Jedi killed his father, and he's sitting here going to rescue a freaking Jedi from the Empire because of his own honor, and that is something that's super exciting to see how
just to get his armor back. Just to get his armor back, honestly.
No, he already got it back. It's not even just to get his armor back. He's already got it. He's honorable.
Boba Fett is loyal. He's an honorable man. All right, Ryan. What's up, man?
Hey.
What's going on, guys? Wait, can you hear me?
Yes, we
can hear you good.
Okay, I'm sorry. Also sorry, I was eating Cheez-Its, so I don't know.
Buddy, that's a major vibe. Don't apologize for that. Thoughts on the episode, buddy?
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie.
Are you toasted right now?
No. I'm not. I actually think that was probably some of like the best Star Wars I've ever seen. I'm not even gonna lie. Like it's honestly like it's right there with like Revenge of the Sith for me. Because like Boba is like, not only is he iconic, but like he was Darth Vader's right hand man, and to see him like in action with like some, you know, just like random new characters that we've like really never really like seen before. Like this is just like really cool, and to see like how much he's changed from where he was. it's mind blowing to me. But
yeah,
it's so
no, I'm
cool.
with you, man. Yeah,
It
no,
really
for sure.
is.
and I also
No
really
doubt.
like that Aiden brought up the planet, like the homeworld of the Jedi, like what he was talking about. Like that's really cool because I mean, this point about the rocks, like that, like man, his just like his connection to like the lore is really really cool. I really enjoyed listening to him talk about that. But
Dude, I love the lights in your room, by the way. I gotta mention that.
thank you. I like them too.
It's amazing.
I feel like I'm like surrounded by the Force. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
There should be. You should literally be floating through outer space, singing songs like AP5.
Exactly,
That's like
right?
the vibe that you're giving me right now.
Yeah. Do y'all think AP5? Ryan, do you think AP5 is still singing a song out in space?
No, because he's in season 4.
He's in season 4.
He's in season 4. Spoilers.
This kid doesn't. Oh my!
And
Spoilers for a show that finished.
Bro,
3
dude, what the
years
hell's
ago.
wrong with you?
2 years.
The revolutionary, game-changing story of fucking AP5.
Also, I don't know. Hey, Ryan, I don't know if you know this, but El Nini says Ryan looks like my cousin.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What if I am your cousin?
Connections
Rio,
being
that's
made.
Ryan is
Okay.
absolutely toasted right now.
His
I do have
alias
a
is Brian.
I do have a question though.
Yeah.
Who do you guys think is gonna die? Because I think someone's gonna die, but I feel like it's pretty controversial.
I think Cardoon and Grief Karga are on the table.
I think Grief Karga or
Yeah, I think Grief Karg is on the table.
Yeah,
That's a big one for me. I could see Fennec Shand, even though I want her in a Boba Fett series.
Yeah.
I could see that.
What do you think, Ross?
I don't know.
I do think Boba Fett is. I hate to admit it. I do think Boba Fett is on the table. And then like his show could be a prequel series.
Yeah,
No, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah. Have him die honorably.
You think Kylo could die in the series, guys?
Kylo.
Someone commented that. I thought it was funny. Don't judge.
I personally think Grogu is on the table.
Why, Ryan? Why do you hurt us?
Ryan,
No. Okay. There's something about it. Like, I feel like the whole tragedy thing is such a common theme in Star Wars.
Yeah.
I feel like anybody is on the table for that. Because
a lot of
I feel
not
like
happy endings, yeah.
in order to have that balance, tragedy is kind of like what keeps, everything like in check, you know what I mean? Like at least for the light side. And I think with like Luke, starting up this whole class and everything, and all of a sudden there's Grogu, like, and he's like 40 years old, like, but he's a baby and he's already force choking people, like I don't know, man, and like I don't know. I just feel like he's on the chopping block here.
I think
it's possible.
In a business standpoint.
No, that's the only problem with that.
Unless you announce another property.
Right, like the
week
Jedi
later.
that's coming in, right? The Jedi that which Ezra, Thrawn, like we could be getting all of these big characters that we've already heard about in exchange for the life of Grogu, which already sold extremely well and is still selling extremely well. So,
And I would totally be down to watch even though it's broken our hearts 800 times before, I'd be down to watch a Padawan series, like a limited series on Disney Plus featuring Grogu, featuring how he got off-world, featuring all of these things. I'm just saying, like, the possibilities are endless in a world where Warner Brothers just like sold everything to HBO as well as on streaming platforms on HBO as well as theaters. So I think that things are about to transition, and I think that Disney Plus gives us an avenue to have a lot of stories told that we would not have, gotten in another time.
I think Din is on the chopping block potentially.
No
fucking way,
I'll tell you
dude.
why.
Dude, the show is called The Mandalorian.
It had not been made a for you still.
Like I think that's the one thing that protects Din Djarin is the show is called The Mandalorian.
Yes, listen.
No, no, let's hear him out.
Let's hear him out. Let's hear him out. It's actually interesting.
Yes, there is now another Mandalorian in
There's
play.
two other Mandalorians.
There is Boba
Fett. They're not going to replace Din Djarin with Boba Fett, Corey. Go
No
home.
way, dude.
No.
You're insane if you think
Wait,
that.
wait. Let me now that's got me thinking. Think about this. The Mandalorian. How many Mandalorians do we know about in Canada? And they're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, Bo-Katan could be the Mandalorian.
She
Bo-Katan
could.
could be the Mandalorian.
She better not.
Like,
She gets her own series.
Sabine could be the Mandalorian. Like any of these Mandalorians could be the Mandalorian.
Y'all fucking crazy, bro.
No.
I'm sorry.
It might not be now. It might not be now.
Right.
But it could be next season, 4th season, like.
No, I think Din Djarin is the Mandalorian. And if you want the Mandalorians,
my show.
Okay.
I need y'all to listen.
Is this where you're gonna say one word?
Ryan. Ross. Ryan, I need Ross. Say "I" if you hear me.
Aye, Captain.
Ryan, do you hear me? Do you hear me? Ryan, say "I" if you hear me.
Aye.
Y'all are fucking crazy, bro. Y'all are fucking insane. There's
I agree.
no way they killed Din Djarin off. Okay, now listen. If they killed Din Djarin off, I'm about done with the show.
Why would No.
Nah, dude.
What?
No, I need Pedro. Bro. I need Pedro Pascal. I'm sorry. I'm not watching a show about Bo-Katan. You know why? Corey, ask me why.
Because we're getting a show. Of
No. Ask me why.
Why?
Because there's a show called The fucking Clone Wars that covers that.
12 episodes.
Doesn't matter.
No.
Claire,
Every
please,
single
please,
minute
please,
of Bo-Katan content is precious. It needs to be saved.
Baby,
It needs to be valued.
Claire.
All right,
More-
guys. Well, Ryan, thank you so much for joining us, buddy.
Before we fight over this.
Ryan, thank you because
I
you caused our first
appreciate
real
this.
fight.
Guys, thank you for joining us tonight. Everyone in the chat, everyone who has come in here, we've had a really fun time. But it is that time to start. We're gonna wrap the show.
We got to wrap the show up. Ryan,
right
thank you for
now.
being our final guest, buddy. Do you have just by chance? Do you have a podcast or anything that you'd like to plug?
No.
You
I'm
should,
just
dude. You have some interesting takes. I think everyone should have a podcast, honestly.
I agree with you on that. Actually, everybody should
Dude,
be able to
start a
talk.
podcast. Dude, Ryan, honestly, if I was start a podcast right now, if I was to start a podcast, I call it the Grogu podcast. All right.
The Grogu podcast.
That's not a
Just
good
saying,
name.
just saying.
I
Not a
don't.
good
I
name
don't
at
think
all.
so. I don't think so. Considering he's getting killed off this season, but
How dare you? How dare you?
I just can't wait till Thrawn shows up and Ezra's like on the dark
Actually,
side and stuff.
We
you
actually
know?
have one more guest. I forgot.
All right,
We have
I'm gonna head out.
Ryan,
Thank
all
you, guys.
right, man. Ryan, thanks so much for coming on, man. We have one more guest. All right, man. Later. All right, we have one more guest. Zach was coming to the stream. What's up, Zach?
What's up?
What's
Hey,
up?
man. Sorry, man. We're gonna
Yeah.
make this quick because I know Corey's tired, and I know I'm sorry. Corey wants to end it. 3 hours is enough talk for Corey, I guess.
Well,
Zach, buddy, thoughts on the episode?
My thoughts were that it was an amazing episode. I liked mostly the part where Boba comes in and they kind of show that Boba's more badass than Din when fighting. So they show like Din taking a lot of hits, and Boba just comes in and just starts wrecking everybody.
Finesse, baby.
And they're like that.
Come on, baby. Yeah.
But I actually have a
You have a theory? Is that what
my
you kind of cut out?
theory
You have a
is
theory, yeah.
last they mentioned.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
What's the theory, Zach?
anyways, last episode they name dropped Thrawn, right?
Yeah.
It's a good theory.
Oh
Sorry.
no,
Zach,
the suspense is
Can
killing
you guys
me.
still hear me?
Sorry, Zach.
Now-
Can you
now
say it
we
again?
can.
I think you kind of cut out for a minute.
What's your Thrawn theory?
So Thrawn got mentioned, so that means that Thrawn is somewhere that is known because Ahsoka says to the one girl, "Where is your master?" So that means Thrawn is back into play. So that means Ezra, that was with Thrawn, should be back into play at some point. Which I'm theorizing that Ezra is with Sabine, probably training Jason Syndulla,
Jason.
which is Kanan and
That's
what's
an
her
awesome
name?
theory, actually. Wow.
Maybe Jolly
Yeah.
Green giant baby. Yes.
Yeah,
Handy
little,
Mandy baby.
Yeah, that's right. That's where I was going, Corey. Little handy manny animate character model is so bad that he's practically 2D little kid.
No, but I love it. I live for it. I live for this kind of Star Wars weirdness. Yes.
Fucking Andy Manny, dude. That's actually really fucking funny. I'm sorry.
I
Zach.
love that idea.
Yeah, I do like the theory, Zach.
I think you're cutting out there, buddy, because
And so with that being said, is I think that Ezra probably got caught in the Force by Grogu in this episode. And
Oh. Wow,
Can you guys
actually,
still
that
hear
would
me
be
for
really
now?
cool.
That would be
Grogu
cool.
and Ezra kind of
Isn't
caught
that
track of each other in this episode.
Oh, man.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Forces collide.
The forces collide. Zach, buddy, thank you so much for coming on. We're gonna wrap up soon because it is almost 7 a.m. for Corey and I, and it's we've been going.
I can see light coming.
I can
into
see the
Ross's
light
room.
come through the window. Our Christmas tree lit up like it's daytime. So, Zach, buddy, thank you so
Okay,
much
I'm
for coming
sorry.
on.
That
Zach, do you have a YouTube channel or a Twitter account or anything to plug?
All right.
All right. I guess not. All right. Well, Zach, thank you so much for coming on.
Darn you, internet connection.
We appreciate it.
Sorry.
These guys. Oh.
I have Instagram, which is
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
the
Zach. We
damn
can't
internet.
hear you, buddy. But
Come on
thank
next
you
week and
for-
plug all
so
your
bad.
stuff.
No worries.
No,
No,
but
it's all
it's
words,
okay. Trust me, man. It's how it goes, man. I remember when we started doing Kessel Run from this house, from this
I
apartment.
don't want to remember that.
The
but
apartment,
yeah.
the apartment. Trust me, I had to pay a lot of extra money to make sure we can actually run this show from the apartment. So we definitely understand. Zach, thanks so much for coming on. Come on next week if you'd like, and we would love to talk to you. All right, cool, man. All right, thanks so much. Now, all right, Ross, Claire, any final thoughts on the episode?
It was everything I could have ever wanted it to be and more. Yeah. That was holy hell.
Holy hell, right?
That was the return of Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm.
Sure was.
It's nice to finally see Boba Fett in all of his glory, to see him in his bounty hunter finesse, chic talent, and to team up with Ming-Na Wen, freaking Mulan, freaking my childhood hero. You know, I this episode was really, really great because as somebody, like, if you are a Boba Fett stan, this was your cup of tea.
Yes.
If you were not a Boba fan stan like me, this was your cup of tea. And boy, was it a delicious cup of tea. It was really great. It was such great action, such a really, really good time. And I'm on board. We finally seen Boba Fett do something in live action. I'm sorry to all
You're
fans,
totally
but-
right. That's what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting a
and
long time for that.
Boy, was it freaking cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to seeing more. That's
Yeah.
it.
No, I'm totally with you. I've been waiting for that for a long time, Corey. And I mean, I know, I don't know why I said Corey.
I don't either, but that's all right.
The thing is, I've been waiting a long time. Corey, you're just
I'm sitting-
just so close to me.
I am literally sitting right next to you right now.
Come on, let's give a hug. Let's give a
All
hug for this stream. Huh?
All
What do you
right.
say? Hey, all right.
Okay.
The thing is, I've been waiting so long for Boba Fett to actually prove himself to be a fucking viable character. You know, what I
Yeah.
mean? Like ever
I wasn't
since I
gonna
got
say
into
that,
Star Wars.
but okay.
Watch the Clone Wars.
Watch the Clone Wars. There's other Boba Fett content.
Oh my god, I don't care. Oh my god, I don't fuck.
Well, then go back and go and watch sports and start a sports channel.
I don't give a fuck.
You fake ass Star Wars fan.
He almost killed Mace Windu. I don't give a fuck.
Go start a Texans channel. If you don't want to watch the Clone Wars, you don't like Star Wars, go start a Texans channel. You sports fan. You're not a Star Wars fan. But you have a Star Wars channel. Freaking bullshit.
So, Corey, where can you guys find Kessel Transmissions on the social media? We're gone. Oh,
All right.
my Lord.
Well,
Well,
thank you everybody for joining in on the stream. I have officially killed Noah and Corey, and I went off, and it's just Claire and I now. They've returned. Oh my God! Somehow Noah has returned.
Man! All right, hold up. Let me make sure I'm on the right.
It's magics only the Sith knew. Dark magics. Cloning.
Okay, hold up. I'm sorry. I laughed so hard at Ross's comment that I lasted. Can you all hear me? You can hear me, right?
yeah. Noah, Corey, where can we find you on the social medias? Dukes, no.
Oh my God, it's not even showing up. Hold up.
What?
You don't want to be. You did this. You did this. It's your fault.
Dukes, no.
Yes.
What?
You'll hear me, right? Okay, I'm not tripping, right? You'll hear me? Okay. Oh my gosh. Hold up. Hold up.
We can hear you.
Hold on.
Because this isn't plugged in all the way.
Is that Vex?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. All right. Hold on.
Didn't really fix anything for us.
Not right now. Hold up. I hope y'all can hear. I really hope everyone can hear me right now. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we are. All right, hold on. USB device. USB.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, you'll hear me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, dude. So did you go through the World Between Worlds? You watched Clone Wars?
Dukes, come here.
I apparently got so upset. I turned off all.
You can follow me at Corey_Wolfpack on
Hey,
Twitter.
we're not asking that yet. We're not asking that.
Why not?
All right. No, but seriously, like, what were we talking about?
We were ending the show. So
We were ending,
No.
yeah.
Oh, were we
Everyone's
really?
on board.
All right.
Next time.
Okay. All right. Corey,
You can follow me at Corey_Wolfpack on Twitter and Instagram, as well as at KR Transmissions on Twitter and at Kessel on Transmissions on Instagram. Where can we follow you?
you can follow me on Twitter at Outlaw Noah and on Instagram at The Outlaw Noah.
All right.
And KR Transmissions on Twitter and Kessel Run Transmissions on Instagram. Claire, where can they follow you?
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at CStribs. And you can follow the Imperial Senate podcast on Twitter at Imp Senate Pod. On Instagram, Dooku. Dude.
Come on, buddy.
On Instagram at Imperial Senate Pod. And you can find pretty much whatever we do on our website, imperialsenatepodcast.com. I have a reaction video coming out, I guess it's today at this point, for the episode we just watched. And Count Dooku is very heavily featured. He's what? No.
No, he's trying to leave the Jedi Order.
But anyway,
Right.
yep, that's where you can find me.
Cool. Dukes is the best, by the way. I hope everybody knows.
He is the best.
One
And
of
he
the best
loves
cats on
Noah.
earth. Yeah, he
It took
does.
him a while. It took him a while, but he does love Noah.
I'm not trying to flex, but when I'm sleeping, my boy does snuggle up. I'm not
He
gonna lie to
does.
you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ross, buddy, where can
Boy.
they follow you?
Well, you can find me
Next to
everywhere
Dooku, I'm guessing.
at MGF Customs, making custom Lego minifigures and eventually Boba Fett and Ahsoka
Uh-oh.
Tano and
Yeah, buddy.
Bo-Katan, and I might die. But
You might
that's where you can
pass
find
away.
me.
Tay. Yeah.
That's right. I'm going to become one with the Force with how many figures I'm working on now.
Absolutely.
So.
Dude, who won't, honest to God? Honestly, if
That's
we
right.
worked on as many figures as Ross, we'd probably be dead too. But
Oh,
thing
yeah.
is, we plugged whoever we
We'd
can
be
follow.
rich if we did that.
What-
If you
which-
and I had that talent, we could sit here and make little minifigures.
Yeah, we would make many figures and we sell them faster than Lego could sell hot blocks, brother. But the thing is,
What?
So
Dude.
what?
Dude.
Hashtag big fan.
Dude, I don't know. 6:45. All right. Guys, thank y'all so much for watching. Literally, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe.
Our
all that good
reaction
stuff.
is up. So check
The
it
reaction's up. Go watch the reaction. It is a fun time. I
I'm
know y'all
editing
been
mine.
here. By the
Mine will
way,
be
I
up
don't know who Zachary
too.
Roberts is. My Insta is ots.zach, by the way. Go check him out. Buddy, you didn't even call into the show, buddy. If you call into the show,
He
it
did.
really
He was actually with us.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
Were you serious?
Yeah. He cut out.
Oh no, I'm sorry, dude. I'm Zachary. Producer gave me too much alcohol. I'm sorry. All right, guys. We'll see y'all later on. And may that force be with you. I just stole Steele's thing.
Yeah. All right. Good night, guys.